to SOS Shadows of Sybil, episode 11, right? We're at 11. Today's
We are
11,
at 11.
Welcome to episode 11 of SOS season 3. After a few weeks of our dearest bub being gone, he has returned.
Yay!
Hey bub, it's good to have you back. I hope healing has been going well, man. I'm just everybody. I hope you got all the well wishes from everybody over the weeks. How are you doing, man? How's things?
I'm surviving. You know, it's been a rough road, but making the best of it. And I'm here. I'm happy to be back, and I'm also kind of scared, but
I don't know, man. It's like the episodes have just been banger after banger after banger, and it hasn't stopped. And it was just the last episode with them together was like revelations, and they find like other things that make sense. Well, you'll see. You'll see.
The ladies have a lot to tell you about. How about in chat? Let's get some of those Ollie emotes to show love.
Let's just say at one point in one of the episodes, they filled the Saito bar, and Josh showed up.
Oh, by the way, we've now named
chat.
the Saito bar. It is that is what it is now called.
Like we filled it about halfway through an episode, and Josh, the moment it filled up, popped up in chat.
Josh
like, hey guys, how's
heard
it going?
the
Like,
summoning.
He had no idea, and I'm like, hey man, you got like some time? Can we have you pop
You want to come in?
quick?
So we had a surprise Saito thanks to the Saito bar. It's been so speaking of Saito bar, everybody can fill that. It's unfilled
look
today.
At all those freaking Ollie emotes. That's awesome.
So much
Thanks,
love
guys.
for Ollie.
We'll have some Ava emotes soon, I'm told. So.
Oh,
yeah,
soon,
Ava emote has been submitted, but you know Twitch takes a hot minute, so it'll probably be next week, everybody. But it's there, it's in.
A full coterie emotes. Yay!
Yay! I'm excited because this is one of these episodes. I'm not gonna do too much for the first half. I'm gonna get to just watch and maybe clarify. So. Guys, thank you guys so much. Before we jump in, just thank you for supporting the show and supporting us and just always being here and showing up, both on here on Twitch and over at YouTube. If you guys are like curious or you miss an episode and you just don't want to wait, like if you're a subscriber here on this Twitch channel, you can watch the VOD right away. But because this is a co-project with Roll For It, you can go over to youtube.com/rollforit and watch all the episodes for free a couple days later, right along all the other two seasons that are up there. And again, if it wasn't for you guys, this show we wouldn't be back, and we wouldn't be like, man, we were saying at the end of last episode off camera, it feels like just around the corner lightning again, like just like that.
And I'm so excited to just like drag Bub right into it.
I can't wait. Man. I cannot wait.
Here I am with my mop and bucket.
You guys are the lifeblood of the show over at Patreon and here on Twitch. Everything here on Twitch, subscriptions and bits, goes directly to SOS Season 3 because it is a joint project with Roll For It. You know, it's not Patreon funded, so to speak. But if you just want to support the community by being a part of it, join our Discord. It's totally free to join. There's only like one room that's completely locked away unless you're a patron, which is the blood room. And then there's other rooms that are locked for the Text RP stuff. But if you're not of that tier, you can still go read it and go take a look at what's happening and, you know, kind of enjoy the background world. Yeah, there is absolutely some great RP. And you can go see what's happening, like the background of the world of Crack Crown. And if you're just an SOS fan, there's an SOS spoilers channel. The whole cast is there. And there's theories all the freaking time. And it's been nuts the past week. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. I think that's everything. And I'm just like itching to get back into it. So if that's everything, let's go ahead and set the scene, rein things in, and see what our coterie up to. Dot's just reaction. It's just panic instantly. The first things we hear are the clacking of high heels on that hardwood floor as our vision slowly fades in from black to the dark, light orangish glow over Ollie's bar. As we fade in, we can see Ava walking in just from the entrance not too long ago, adored in some of her finest garb. On a night of Elysium, while the bar is empty, of course, as the night is only just getting going, what would Ava wear to Elysium? To an Elysium, it's not a true Elysium. It is technically just a gathering of Chicago's most influential kindred by the prince.
Am I allowed to come?
Look at us.
You are invited directly because you are an influential kindred in Chicago.
Are influential.
But I'm not influential enough to have a vote.
Well, you know, you can be there for the things. You just don't get to decide on the things. You can just watch the things get decided.
Yet I can't decide.
Yeah. What is Ava wearing on this night?
Let me pull up my...
As you pull that up, and maybe as we see Ava's silhouette kind of walking away behind the bar, we see Dakota also pulling out a bottle to peel the label off of. As nights like this probably make her a little anxious, but I'm curious what Dakota wears.
Yeah.
on a night like this.
I wanna look. Dakota wants to care. She cares, but she doesn't want anybody to know she cares. Right? That's the
Sure.
rebellious attitude. It's like she wants you to think she doesn't give a fuck. But the fact of the matter is she really does. And she's been rocking this whole like blazer over the t-shirt vibe, but I think she's gonna take the blazer a step up. I think it's time for Dakota to rock a pantsuit.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go.
I'm thinking, and
Okay,
maybe not like business casual cut either. Like no pleats, not a wide leg. Like it's probably just like a pair of like dress skinnies. That's only like skinny jeans, or they wouldn't be jeans, but something similar, like a dark pair of pants and like a black slim cut like blazer. And I imagine underneath it,
Okay.
Can Dakota rock a blazer without any top underneath? I bet she could now that she's tatted. She does. She goes full like, Jack's Mass Effect style, and she just wears the blazer. And I'm sure it's like pinned so nothing falls out, but like you can see
of
all
course.
the tats, and then it's just this pair of like black pants. Like she's fuck it. She's in fuck it mode. After
How's her-
everything
how-
that's
how
happened,
do
she's
you-
in fuck it mode.
Does she leave her dreads to fall as they
Oh,
do,
yeah.
or does she
dreads
tie
are
them
down.
up?
No, she probably leaves the dreads to
Okay.
hang, but she's added things to the dreads, right? Like that's the whole point. So she's
Mhm.
probably added new gems and jewels or large like beaded like structuring to it to give it some shape. But yeah, she's like in full fuck it mode.
Okay. And that's when the
Damn.
camera kind of pans to the left a bit to get a much closer look at Ava. Now much more focus.
Ava walks in and she's wearing a long black dress. It does have straps on it, but it's got like a crisscross strap, and mostly the design is in the back. There's like a bunch of straps that kind of like overlap each other in the back. There is shoulder, although she wears jackets, like she's wearing a very light jacket. Because it's Chicago. And she has there's a cut in the dress, so you can see her very nicely adorned heels. And her hair is tied up. Nowadays, in the past couple of years, Ava has been doing more of her hair up. So she has her hair nicely tied back. And she walks in and she just like looks Dakota up and down like, oh, look at you. Well, you're ready for our meeting tonight.
Look, I went through a lot of pain to get these tattoos. I might as well show them off.
I might as well, yeah.
And I might even actually put my arms out to be like, look at me. She's probably rolled the sleeves a little bit too, so it's more casual. I found a picture, everybody. I'm gonna put it in Discord even more.
Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
a reason to
love it.
join.
Okay. Ava probably notices like one thing about your outfit, like maybe like if it's a suit, like maybe you forgot to like sometimes the suits like have the string that like ties the back together or something.
Yeah.
She's like, you missed just one thing, and she just kind of adjusts.
Yeah, sorry, I don't bend that way. I'm like, how do you even do this by yourself anyways?
I don't know why they do that, but
I had to tape my blazer to my body.
did
They'll like
you
show them using
use-
like body tape to like
Yes.
hold it in place. I
Like-
didn't even know they made that.
Well, you've
Wits awareness from the both of you, real quick.
oh shit. Right.
Oh shit! I love that you're already panicking.
What's awareness
Didn't even
always?
know
It's not our
stresses me.
best, like, yeah, okay.
I'm not looking for much.
Well, that's
2,
good. That's good. Oh,
3. You
I'm a
both
little-
kind of
yeah.
cut your conversation off short as you notice a small trail of smoke making its way out of the kitchen. As you turn your head, you realize Grant's standing there, but he hasn't flipped the patty as he's been watching you very creepily
yeah,
through the freaking window.
Look, I went into the drugstore, right? Because I was going to pick up more black eyeliner. And imagine Dakota's like
You just hear
tried, right? And she's like, and I accidentally flashed the lady at the cash register, right? And then she's like, you didn't tape it? And I was like, how do you tape it? And she's like, let me show you. So the nice lady at the Walgreens down the road, I bought a whole bunch of it.
Oh, good. So you'll be wearing these more often then.
Well, I thought, I don't know. Be prepared.
The two of
right?
us could look like a date, with your suit and my dress. I think it's a nice combo.
I forgot the flowers then.
That's all right. You can get them for me next time.
Ava You guys are gonna be out
Grant,
late.
you scared the shit out of me.
Sorry.
Fuck! You can't just walk around corners like a creepy.
Walk around corners. I'm in the kitchen cooking right now. I'm sorry. I'm prepping for whatever is gonna be coming through. Are you guys coming home early? Because Ava, you looking. Maybe we can go out. Maybe get a drink. Maybe I can close early.
How is
And we
Grant
can go.
looking?
Grant's looking okay. He's got he's kept for the past week shotgun within arm's reach no matter where he is. No longer does he keep it under the bar, but it's always within grabbing distance. And as the month continues, he hasn't said anything, but just from the schedule that you're coming up on him running up close against the date he needs to feed.
Right. So that's why he's a little extra grumpy. Okay.
Yeah, and he's just staring at like a creep.
Yeah, okay, Grant, do us both a favor. If you don't close your mouth, you're gonna drool on whose ever burger that is.
Yeah. Sorry. Well, if you I was just saying, if you wanted to go out,
In
tonight,
case
maybe
you
we could
didn't
close
know,
early.
Ava and I are very important persons headed to a very important person's shindig.
Yeah, we're busy tonight,
Do
unfortunately.
you think Ollie will be there?
We can only
He wasn't
hope.
at the last important things that we had, so
Well, he's probably been busy, right?
I've been combing the place block for block a night, so I'll head out after we close up tonight and keep
Well,
looking.
how much time has passed, Mathis? 2 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. Okay, well, 3 weeks
Why
is
he's getting
the
close to his feeding time.
longest he's been gone. But he doesn't leave you like a juice box or something for later when he ditches.
Yeah. Oh, I don't.
Does it?
I don't know.
Does it need to be Ollie?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Actually, I never asked, and I don't know if he ever told me.
Do I know that it needs to be Ollie?
You both likely know it does not need to be Ollie.
Okay.
It just needs to be. You've dealt with other ghouls, or at least Ollie has told you he's dealt with ghouls that were kind of just
Right,
free
right,
roaming
right.
feeders.
Okay. Well,
Ollie, quick question. Do you have the ability to move while invisible as well, or no?
Yeah, I do.
You do? Okay. All this conversation seems to be leading to another night of potential violence and another night of, shall we say, Grant being on edge, a paranoid search that he's been going on now for near on a week. Before you don't hear the arrival, you don't hear a door open. Instead, out of the corner of your eye, Dakota and Ava, rippling into existence, is a familiar face. But he is not alone. And it becomes immediately apparent as to why he wasn't seen or heard, as he has needles, unconscious and in torpor, over his shoulders. Ollie stands before the two of you
Shit.
after 3 weeks.
Is there anybody in the bar?
Nope.
Okay. Fuck, Ollie.
Ollie?
Where did you dig him up?
Where the fuck have you been?
Digging him up.
What is it? Panic? Like, how does it? The expressions that your characters are?
I feel like I would
Big
if there wasn't a torpid vampire in Ollie's arms, I'd probably hug him and smooch his face. But there's supposedly a dead needles draped over.
Well, he wouldn't be dead because
right, but we thought he was we thought he was dead.
You thought, yeah.
Oh,
Ava
okay.
had a weird vision of him being stomped on.
And so we thought he was dead. We didn't know he was alive. What do we do?
Do we need to put him down somewhere? Do we need to put him downstairs?
The kitchen door flings open as Grant stomps forward and wordlessly grabs needles, or not grabs that violently, but takes needles from Ollie's hands. Ollie, when people come in and out, Grant also knows where to take them, and he seems to be taking them down the hall, out of the way, where there's a spare room in this restaurant, one of the two, where you would keep more desperate people who were in need of some more supernatural tending to, like you did in season 2. And Grant kind of just grabs needles, and he doesn't even look you in the eye right away. He just grabs them and walks off.
How would you say Ollie looks?
Intact and fine.
Like Like he just stepped out of the shower. I mean, he hasn't really had a change of clothes.
Well, I would say you're wearing the same clothes, but there's no your clothes aren't torn or look like there was combat or look like there was any sort of struggle. Though again, you're just wearing 3-week-old clothing, but you're a corpse, so it doesn't really matter all that much. It's not like you body odor into them or anything like that.
Right.
You're wearing the jacket that you pulled off of the hook that was set down, and otherwise, just you were kept in a small, like 5x5 concrete room. That's where you were allowed to stay. And
oh, Lord, that's
oh yeah.
That's like a prison cell.
Yeah,
Ollie
it definitely it was a prison cell that was not locked.
Ollie will probably just kind of lazily throw his coat into the corner, not even put it up on a rack.
And you hear it just kind of crumple into the chair as it just falls down, just nonchalantly.
And he will draw up a chair next to Dakota if he can, or at least where Dakota was sitting.
Yeah.
You see him kind of like elbows on the bar and his hands just cover his head while he's just kind of sitting there.
Okay, if you don't say something, I'm going to start to get worried.
Are you all right, Ollie? What happened?
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
Okay. That's
Okay.
good to hear.
Did you just get a random inkling of where Needles was and went out for a joy stroll for 2 weeks?
No, Layla came in.
Again?
And she didn't really give me a choice.
Layla took you hostage?
Shit.
No. It's a lot harder than that.
What? What did she do to you?
Do you remember the woman, the old woman who that we saw with Rowan, the older lady with the eye patch?
Dakota wasn't there for that.
The only one I think who saw her in person was Ollie.
Was Ollie? Oh,
No, there was
It was a vision.
No, we stumbled in when we were in Madison. We found them. She was like,
yes, you
in
did.
between.
You found her. You went to her house. You all went to her house.
But was Dakota at the house?
I'm pretty sure you were.
I think I stayed in the car because I played Ida.
No, there was no playing. She was frozen.
What?
Remember, she was frozen. They were like stuck.
That was where you saw her stuck in between realms.
Time. Okay.
Yeah.
You mean from Madison?
Yeah. She died. We know that she died.
Yeah.
And do you remember when we were there, I said I had to do something real bad. I had to kill someone. When I killed that someone, she turned into a pile of sticks and leaves. Like she wasn't a real person. There was no blood.
Wait, you killed the old woman?
No. It was another younger woman. Matthew made me do it. He told me that it was my payment. If I wanted to save Rowan, that I needed to do that. And I ended up giving Rowan to that old woman. Her name was Ida.
It's like an old woman name.
Yeah. Well, Layla came into the bar, I don't know, probably 2-3 weeks ago. I don't even know how long I've been gone.
3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And she introduced me to a woman named Ida, who looked just like a younger version of that woman.
Like the same woman?
Yeah, but this woman was alive.
Old?
She wasn't like
Sticks and leaves?
No, she was warm.
Oh.
So it's the real version of the old lady who's not an old lady?
Just like what happened with Rowan.
Okay.
And you know me, man. I'm not gonna let someone hang for something that may have been my fault.
Well, did she bug you? How did you get... Most of the time they don't just send hostages back home. Are you okay?
I didn't do a lot of good things, but I definitely didn't do a lot of bad things. And I don't know what's happening with Ida, but I think I've given her some peace of mind. And I'm just trying to help bring her back into the real world.
Well, if I had to describe mine and Ava's last 3 weeks, I would say that we have not done a lot of bad.
There's going to be a lot more bad happening. And I know that it's going to get worse because
Yeah.
I just rolled on some of the biggest heads in Chicago.
I'm sorry, you squealed?
It was the only way that I was getting needles back.
Did you make that deal with Ida? Or not Ida, Layla?
Who did you squeal on?
I gave her the difficulties and the details of Marcus Vitale,
Okay, that's not so bad.
of Vanessa, and of Genghis.
Okay.
Okay,
Good.
well, Genghis
Good
is maybe
choices.
well, that could be problematic considering the fact he is working with Jackson, yes?
Yeah, that's a him problem. And Needles was going to die. He was
So,
going to kill him.
so you gave those people up in Layla let you take needles and leave?
I was walking away regardless, but I wasn't going to walk away without at least trying to get Needles back.
Okay, how do you cover your asses that your ass in case like is she gonna squeal on you? We don't need the other kindred knowing that you're the rat.
You know, I'm actually not that worried about it. As scary as they are, Layla's got something extra. She's not one of these regular ass fire totem wigs. I don't know what it is. It ain't normal. It ain't like a normal hunter, guys. I'm telling you.
Okay, maybe that is true. And this wouldn't be the first time you have we've worked with a hunter. But we
No,
never
this-
worked
this
with a
is
hunter
different.
of this caliber.
Yeah.
How do we know
work
we can
with-
trust her?
Yeah. I don't
Because
know.
I think we came to an agreement.
And is,
After being with her for that long, she sees me as a necessary evil in this city, and I see her as the same thing. She's clearing out bad blood.
Okay, well, as long as she doesn't clear out our blood.
yeah, she was out. She sent people out to kill you, Ollie.
It may happen still.
I
We realize that our next meet may be bloody. It may be dirty.
Okay,
But-
so what? So we traded up some of the biggest kindred secrets for needles in exchange for not even our own skins?
She wanted to kill me the entire time.
Well, yeah,
She
Ollie's
still has
a
it.
alive.
hunter.
She still has it somewhere in her mind that she was the parent of Rowan. But I think, I don't
Okay,
know, I think I may have got through to her a little bit, and she
There's a
realizes
lot
that
of mommy
necessary
issues
evil.
coming up, Ava, in and around our lives. Can we talk
Mm.
about the fact that Ava's also now a mommy?
Ugh.
I'm taking karate.
ugh.
Little kindred midlife crisis, you know what I mean?
Uh, there's a lot of things I think we need to update Ollie on.
Like I said, we didn't do
Awkward
anything
laugh.
bad. It just wasn't terribly good. We had a party.
Yeah.
That went over great.
yeah,
So-
I'm
and
sad
we're
that we
headed
missed
to a
it.
party, by the way. Tonight's Elysium.
Yeah, we got like a mini Elysium in like a couple of hours. I hope you're ready to go, Ollie. Do you need to feed? Do you need like, I don't know, a new change of clothes? Because I'm pretty sure you're wearing the same outfit that I last
And
saw you
probably
in.
a political debrief.
Yeah. Yeah, we should probably do that. Look,
We fed the
Ollie's safe.
cats.
I told you, Dakota, that everything was going to be fine. I didn't tell you that.
Everything is not
I t-
fine, even though
I
you
told
didn't
you.
say that, Ava. Was
I
not-
told
you
you
didn't
he
have-
was fine.
Okay, party went over smashing. Let's just, you know what? Hey, let's get. Do you want a drink? Let's pour you some of that fancy, smelly stuff. You like?
Ollie's like, I would say he's borderline in a state of shock.
Okay.
You about ready to be even more
Why
sad?
don't we
I
get-
was
Honestly,
distracted.
perfect time to lay on all
Ollie,
the
I
trauma.
think Dakota, we need to tell Ollie the most important thing first.
Okay,
The
why
Guys, I
don't
was
the-
just trapped in a 5x5 concrete block for 3 weeks.
Okay.
And if I got out, she said she was coming to kill you and Haley and Grant. I don't need a drink. I just need peace of mind.
Oh, okay. Wait. You escaped?
No, I was let out periodically to help make decisions regarding the lives of the people I
But
care
because
about.
you left, she's now gonna kill us?
No. If I didn't listen,
Oh.
she was coming. And
Okay.
it's not that I doubted your capability, because I know that both of you are badasses. All right.
Okay. Well,
She needs to
all-
go.
Oh, okay, I agree. But all heroics aside, you know what Ollie could use? A shower. Why don't you go freshen up and Ava and I will wait right here, and when you get back, we will tell you everything you missed.
Yeah. Yeah, that doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, like new socks, just fresh to socks. Just, why
Yeah.
don't you take a second to yourself? And Ava and I are gonna wait right here.
She gives Ollie a little like pat on the back, like a reassuring pat and rub on the back. It's just, I think, just take a moment to.
Needles was just tortured for months.
Okay, so
He's in
Needles needs a
torpor and he needs blood.
We should
shower
probably
too.
take
We,
care of
you know
that,
what? We
too.
can do that. We can get Needles blood.
When you
don't
say
worry
when you
about
say that, you actually see Grant kind of coming back, and he just says, "I already got it taken care of. You don't need to worry about it."
Okay, look, Grant, are you looking thinner?
No, am I?
Have you been working out?
No.
Okay, well, you're supposed to be working on that.
Right. You all right, boss?
Not really.
Tell me where she is, and I'll go take care of it tonight.
She moves.
She
She
got a
knows enough.
regular-
She moved tonight. I don't know where she is.
Anybody that would, I'll find him. I'll take care of him myself.
No, she indoctrinates just new people all the time. She's even got kids with her.
Of course she does.
And then, what if I go? Well, okay, I'm not one of you. I can go and dedicate myself to the cause. And when she's taking a fucking nap, put a shotgun under her chin, spray paint the wall with a nice crimson red, and come home.
I like the Cold War feel of that, but it's really dangerous, Grant.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got shot in the stomach once. I'm not too stressed about danger.
Ollie has it's a moment break. It's like a stress pent up, and he knows that it's all in like what Grant's doing is right, but like it's just a quick. He raises his fist and just smashes it down on the table.
The table itself snaps. Where you hit cracks and the wood comes crumbling down to the floor. And while the other Dakota and Ava may not jump at that, Grant still does.
This isn't a fucking game. Grant, you are breathing. You can bleed out.
That's why she'll take me, right? Because I breathe like you. Or not like you, rather.
You don't fucking get it.
She's been watching us, which means she knows you, which means she's not going to take in Ollie's right-hand man.
You walked out the door after I went downstairs to get you something, and we haven't heard from you in 3 goddamn weeks. And now you just want me to just not go do something about it.
You gonna walk the city all night?
Been doing it the past week. I'll keep doing it.
And how successful were you?
Every person that's innocent is one less person I'm suspicious of. So I'm knocking them out one by one.
Grant, we will figure this out, but we can't be too hasty.
Yeah. Well, all right, fine. I'll go back to being the fucking water boy for the team.
Wait, Grant. Just deep breaths, right? Deep breaths. I want to kill Layla too. So if we're going to do that, we have to play her smarmy little game. And Ollie did what he had to do to make sure she didn't walk through that door and have all of her goons pump bullets in our chests, if you know what I mean. So, thank you, Ollie. Grant, let's make a real plan to burn this bitch alive.
Okay.
Planning is good.
But I want to be fucking involved.
All right. Then you gotta just bring the hot-headedness down a minute because we can't make plans when you're screaming like a teenager. You know what I mean?
I
Yeah.
get it, Grant. I too have emotionally fueled things that I want to do sometimes. And it's hard to fight that, but for now, we'll figure it out. Just not tonight.
He takes a minute and kind of breaks eye contact with all of you, looking at the ground, and about a second passes before he goes, well, I'm happy you're home, boss. I got to open the restaurant, and I got a part-time taking care of the waitering while Haley's MIA. So I gotta go. And he scurries off in a not dejected manner, but a pretty stoic one, leaving the three of you finally with some alone time again.
How about that shower, Ollie? Just a reset button, you know?
I think I need to run.
Yeah.
Ru-
Go. Yeah, they're out
Run,
there.
like,
Yeah, I need to hunt.
yes. Yeah, Dakota's been making sure to take care of them.
Yep.
He kind of pushes out that stool, and as he stands to turn, immediately activates Cloak of Shadows and Unseen Passage.
Yep.
How long would Ollie be gone for, so I have an idea of how much time to work with?
Probably just long enough to release like the boar and hunt and just kind of exercise some angry
Sure.
energy.
So probably like an hour or so, we'll say.
Yeah.
Leaving Dakota and Ava alone for about an hour. You got, again, plenty of time before Elysium. Elysium's happening later at night. Does Dakota and Ava have any conversation?
Oh, hell
or-
yes. When Grant goes down, it's gone.
Yeah.
I don't know if you might be in shock and just be like, I don't know.
We just look at each other like,
Okay.
oh, shit.
So yeah, he just ripples out of
Yeah.
existence. You don't even know if the door opened
I
or
was
shut.
about to be like, let me make sure he's not here.
He's after about a minute
Yeah.
or so, you're certain he's not
I
here.
activate.
Yeah. He's not here. I know you're activating. Don't worry. He's not here.
Okay. Remember how we were having that conversation about all the puzzle pieces? And the puzzle doesn't work if you don't have all the pieces. But we didn't have enough of the pieces sorted.
Mm-hmm.
Say we put Layla on part of our problem. She's already taking out a couple key players. Vitel, though, we're pretty sure he's already been used up like a Capri Sun. And what's the other guy?
Nessa and Genghis.
Genghis, yeah. And then Genghis,
I don't know what his deal
I'm a bit
is
concerned
really.
about Genghis, actually. Could be a hit, actually, to Jackson, but not the worst thing ever. It still shows
On
an
it-
instability of
mhm.
government, which is really
Yeah.
Jackson's long-term goal, so not the worst play, not a sandwich play. Sorry, I got so used to saying her name.
I was gonna say, I imagine that actually did come from
Um,
Dakota's lips. She actually
yeah,
did love the name.
I
so-
felt really comfortable saying that.
I
bitch's
know.
name.
Yeah,
It's-
yeah.
Sorry,
I love
that's that's a different fight for a different day. But and as much as I know you, there's some feels about Vanessa. If we do in fact believe that she is somehow involved, taking down her entire empire is.
I do think that's important. Yes.
She seems
So-
to be, she's team sandwich. So
So you're saying that Layla potentially taking these people out is good and
it's a
part of
great
our.
thing. Yeah,
I-
and here's the thing: we have no connection to it, at least not technically, which means. While the sandwich is all eyes on Dakota because she's all like, woe is me, I didn't see you coming. Oracle. Not a very good soothsayer, if you know what I mean, but that means
Okay.
she can sneak up on her. So we should actually, I know Grant doesn't like this, but until Layla is used up on
Taken care-
usefulness, she needs to be taking care of some of this business.
I would agree. I think Ollie did good by giving those names, and hopefully she does actually take care of them, and hopefully it does go the way we want it to. We don't know. It could still come back to us at some point, but I agree. We let her do her thing. We don't go after her
Yeah.
during this
Oh
time.
no, I'm just here to distract the hell out of her. I just want her
Yeah.
shaking in her boots that I'm out here plotting against her, which technically I am, but I'm not doing it directly. So
Yeah.
as for Needles, a little concerned about how he's gonna, come out of all of this.
Yeah. Traumatized.
Yeah, it seems Ollie took it a bit hard too. Whatever
Yeah.
Layla's about is no good.
Yeah.
I really want to kill her. I am not living my new life in vengeance. I am not living my new life in vengeance.
Good for you.
I'm not living my new life in vengeance.
You hear pan flutes in the background as she
it's
tries
like
to
you're
calm
not
herself
just
down.
Not doing that. There's got to be a way. We either need to sweeten the pot and tell her when she's done with Sybil, she's got to get the fuck out of here. or we're gonna have to deal with it. Jackson's not very much gonna like a rise to seat of power with a scary ass hunter with a comic book series.
No.
You know,
I think eventually we are going to have to deal with her. So
yeah.
prepare for that.
And just
Oh.
as a reminder, Ollie did say that like the next time him
If
and
they
Layla
see
meet,
each other,
it
it's going to be bloody.
It could be bloody. So it's not that they
So-
left as best friends.
Let's
Okay.
hope that we don't encounter her in the next coming weeks and let her do her thing. And then we'll figure it out from there. Honestly, we have a lot of shit we have to deal with right now. So
I'm trying really hard not to deal with it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm riding the full denial train right now.
I can empathize with that. I want to also ride the full denial train, but I can't. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Should we? I mean, I'm not wearing that much clothing, anyways. I guess I could go check on Ollie and go for a run if that's the vibe.
Yes. Oh, I think we should just give him his space. Let him do his thing. He'll come back.
Okay.
I say that, but he didn't come back the last time. I'm a little
Do
concerned.
you think he's in a state for tonight's gathering?
I think it'll be somewhat tame tonight.
He needs context as to why this gathering is even happening, though. Which
Yeah.
is also,
Do we even know?
It's
Yes,
the
it's the-
Persephone's dead.
Yeah,
Oh,
Persephone's
because Persephone's dead.
So yeah,
Right.
they're
You
they're
just-
have to
announcing a
update him on
new
that.
new
Yeah.
Chantry regent.
Oh boy. Right. Okay. Well,
We
I
need
guess
to also, yeah.
I should check on Grant.
Yeah, he seems to be taking this pretty hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. I'm okay. I'll be back.
Okay.
I'm
We
just
should
gonna
just
go.
turn him,
I don't need
Dakota.
to see. I'm just here to try to pep him
We
up a
should-
little bit.
We should just turn him.
Okay.
already.
Shh.
I'm on his train.
Shh. There's a
He used
plan
that
for
in
that,
other
and
rooms.
Ollie doesn't know yet. So if we just calm down. And
turn him,
there was a
goddammit.
promise
I'm-
made, and he has not upheld his end of the bargain yet.
Okay. All right. I'll just be here while everybody does their thing. Maybe I'll go check on
Dakota,
my-
if you go to just try to pep him up, you quickly realize he's just not in the mood to be pepped up. It's not like he's angry or mean or depressed. He's just like, got work, got to do work. A man of few words when
man
he's
of few
usually a man
words.
of too many.
Then I probably say a few words, but I'm there with like,
Yeah.
you know, those like encourage, like that the hand on the shoulder that's like, I see you. I empathize with you. Even
Yeah.
though I don't have great feelings to begin with. Like, I'm here for you, Grant. Like, I see you. We're going to sort this shit out. Okay.
And you think
yeah.
you get through to him just because he's very similar to how you were much earlier, especially in season 1, where he does not really open to that kind of thing, but he like nods and like kind of just agrees with you but doesn't really open himself up emotionally in that way. An hour or so would pass. And Ollie, you're welcome to return how Ollie would return. Does he come in with his shirt off, rippling abs, just all sweaty from a run, just kind of walking broad-shouldered?
I mean, Ollie would probably use the shower there. He's probably used to running with the cats, so there's probably just like your typical.
I imagine you have a whole setup for yourself in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
for
just
your
like
own
a pull
amenities and
chain,
needs.
right?
Exactly,
Yeah.
something simple, but like it fits the decor of the
Yeah.
indoor jungle aesthetic.
Sure.
We
Yeah, he'll
get that
probably use
quiet.
that, and just to maintain silence, he'll come back through quietly, so he doesn't rouse anybody to conversation. He's still not up for it immediately.
Absolutely. Does he return to his room?
Likely, yeah. I mean,
Feel free
there's
to roll
not-
me when you enter your room or wits investigation check.
Oops.
Yeah.
they probably would realize that even though he's not very visible or talking, they would probably hear the multiple doors close. So he'll
Okay.
kind of ripple back into his room, and without immediately like going into detail mode, does it look like someone's gone through his things?
Yeah, a little bit.
He's not surprised.
We had to make
Nothing
sure
is
you were
missing, however.
okay.
Your mask has been pulled out and moved. Some of your old clothes as well, moved and tossed around in a haphazard fashion. And the looks like upon wits investigation for this is what I'm asking for actually for this
Sure.
next piece.
We're in so much trouble, Ava.
I'm a little troublemaker.
I got one success.
Not much more than the obvious is actually apparent to you. But again, as you said, as Ollie kind of settles in and takes the moment of silence, you can hear just above you through the wooden floors the light chatter of the first people walking in through your tavern tonight, ordering their drinks as business begins. And as that background noise kind of acts as almost like a white noise for Ollie at this point, something he's so familiar with. We get a nice profile shot of the dim lighting and that sound above. The jukebox kicks in, and it just kind of fills in that leftover silence from behind, and life above begins. While you sit with the thought of knowing Needles is poured down the room, having dealt with a hunter who doesn't make any sense to you. Her motives and her abilities are confusing and vague. And there's this weird agreement to let go of one another in that moment, only to know that the next time you collide could be one of mass devastation. But you're home. Dakota and Ava, while good to see, I imagine hearing that there's this Elysium tonight brings just a lot of stress. But everything seems to be going well. And how long would Ollie take silence to himself in his room?
He's had a lot of silence, particularly in his little 5x5 concrete cube. So he's had a stretch running with the cats. Probably not long, and he realizes that he has to go upstairs and clean the mess of the broken table that he's made.
As you make your way back up the stairs, visible this time, in new clothes, I imagine, a nice new suit that's clean and not 3 weeks old. The table's already been moved and out of the way. And
Ava's got her cleaning crew on it. She made her the local friends that cleaned the bar. Was Ollie even here for this? I don't
No,
remember.
this was
I don't
Ollie
think
was
so.
not here for
This
this.
was like the first.
Oh
first night
yeah,
of his
this is
mission.
There's
yeah.
some
Sorry.
her little her little herd. She's got some locals that she has been talking to, and they come in and they're helping repair.
Flirting with them.
They're helping repair the table. So
And that's
they'll
what
be
you see,
well
this
rewarded.
set of strangers that are got the table kind of being put back together, but most of the mess is swept up and cleaned out of the way. And
I lean
not
over.
too far
Yeah.
from them, Ava is kind of looming quietly about 5 or 6 feet away with a pleasant smile as every once in a while one of them looks back at her and she just gives them like an encouraging glance.
I lean over to Ollie and I go, so while you were gone, we really realized we hated cleaning this bar, so Ava fixed our problem.
Mm.
Oh, are they on payroll now?
They're on my
Ava's
payroll.
And that's when Ava, strolls over in her elegant black dress and she goes, "They're on my payroll."
Hey, who went through my things?
Well,
A look
you
of
were
guilt.
you were away for 3 weeks, and we were beginning to worry. So I took the liberty to go through some of your things to see if I could get a bit of a premonition on them and maybe find out where you were. I was unfortunately unsuccessful. But I hope you don't mind.
I swear
Went
I
through
didn't
your
move a whole lot. I
things.
just wanted to make sure like nobody had like kidnapped you or anything.
What'd you find?
Nothing.
I don't believe that.
I didn't find anything.
I
No.
did.
Okay.
Your
What did you
mask,
find?
Ollie. The mask your old mask that you said was gone.
It was with his old hoodie.
I found it in
Yeah.
your closet.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
pulling out
it's-
the old look.
Sometimes you got to know your roots, right? It's natal beginnings.
Right. But didn't you give that mask away?
You gave it to the witch of the yards, didn't you?
She gave it back.
She gave it back.
I thought she threw it in a fire.
Yeah, it's not the kind of fire that burns. It's
Right, because she's the witch of the yards.
She's the Witch of the Yards.
Right. That makes a lot more sense. Well,
She gave it back, and she told me that I could keep my name. And I'm invited to sit with her anytime I want.
well, that's great. That's really great for us.
Yeah.
Right, great. I mean, it's great for
Seat
you.
with the witch. Yeah, great.
So, like, you
but
made
She does-
we'll be there
friends.
tomorrow.
She doesn't ever want to leave the yards. It's a safe space, a haven.
Well, I hate to break it to her, but she's one of the kindred in the city. They're going to be terribly affected by the big sandwich plot. So, when we get you all filled in on that, she might need to step the hell up a little bit, or she's not going to get to keep her yards.
It's true.
Well, maybe so. But yeah, I got my mask back, and I got to keep my name.
Sorry for being nosy.
It's all right.
Also, the key you all found as well. You found.
Yeah,
Grace
I
with the
did. I
key.
did it. I did not.
Yeah, I did.
Find
Me and
that.
Nelson did.
Nelson-
oh yeah,
I was
me and
not
me and
part of
Nelson
that.
went through your things.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, it was actually-
like
that's very
awkward
true.
teenage girl in somebody else's bedroom was like, like that would have
Ava
been
and her
Dakota.
boy-
Yeah.
Ava and her dead boyfriend's son were going through your shit.
I swear I was only in there
Nelson.
one time. I just checked. I just wanted to make
Nelson just needed to get out a little bit. So
issues.
but I've adopted him, by the way. Literally he's taken on the Heloise name.
Oh, yeah, that's not weird at all.
By choice. He took it on by choice.
He did. He's a little mini Toreador, thin blood in the making. He
Oh,
wants to be
I
a
will
Toreador.
say he likes movies, so I'm setting him up to kind of help run the theater for a while and curate some films and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, he's there's a couple of things. He's still staying at your place, Ollie. And I may have also borrowed another room at your place.
What? I
So
didn't know about that.
yeah. You know what?
Why do you
Since
need a
we're-
room at a halfway house?
Yeah, Ava. Why do you need a room
Well-
in a halfway house?
I adopted another kindred.
What?
She's living next door to Nelson. So
You know, the last time you went in an orphanage, you burned it down.
yeah, but these are kindred children, not vampire hunter children. Okay. I care about kindred children.
Right.
So I'll give you a quick little explanation. I met a La Sombra girl, recently turned, like literally she's been a kindred for like 3 weeks. And she is in hiding because she is the daughter of a very prominent media company who are currently looking for her. So
She's a walking masquerade breach.
yeah. But I need her. So
For
She's a fresh
company?
lick that you just put into a halfway house filled with junkies
she's
that
hiding.
that are willing to trade their body for the next hit.
She's a pretty smart kid. She can handle herself. She was living in a hotel for the past couple of weeks, basically trapped in there. So I think she can take care of herself. I'll be taking care of her as well. And
Okay,
obviously I'm good at that.
I told Nelson that if he fucks around, he'll find out and that he would catch a case.
Oh,
But since you've decided to adopt her, if she fucks up, she will find out, and I'll dust her. I don't have the patience for it. I'm trying to protect these people.
Okay.
that seems like a fair deal.
I didn't tell her that much. But you're not dusting her, first of all. And second of all, she's new
gonna
and her
introduce her?
sire. Yes, I will introduce her to you guys. Her name is Celia.
No, not to me, silly.
So here's-
Probably.
Here's the thing.
No. Well, maybe not. I don't know.
Nelson declared that he was in Saito's charge for a long time, long enough to learn the rules and the ropes. And if she's a fresh turn and she's stuck in a place where people are fiending for their next hit, who's watching over her? Because I remember my first couple of nights as a kindred. I did some real bad shit.
I mean,
Yeah, I found a
I
body
can't-
in her
yeah, I
hotel.
can't-
So
You found the body. You found the body.
Wait, did you
I'm-
clean it up?
I
I'm going
cleaned it
over to
up. I
halfway
took care of
house.
it. I took care of it.
Who? Wait, Who took care of it?
I took care of it.
You moved a body by yourself?
No, I called my people.
Okay, so your people took care of it. Okay.
Okay.
It doesn't happen to be these mortal people.
No.
Okay.
Called the tower, Katie
God.
and crew. Okay, so
KKK. Well, at least it was
she
cleaned up,
she
right?
has been hearing a voice, and she's connected to shadows. So I need to learn more about that. And she's very lost and very scared and doesn't know what's going on. I don't know who her sire is. I don't know anything about her other than she hears a voice and is connected to the shadows. Nero is the one who sent me to her.
And Nero
So-
also is getting weird music.
Nero has also been here. I think Nero is on our side.
This
He's
is fucking
in it with
whiplash
us.
right now.
Okay.
Please, God.
Okay. You know what? That's the only thing I'm talking about tonight for Ollie, because
Okay.
this is already a lot. So
The rundown. Party was successful. We spoke to Jackson. He was not happy about some decisions that Ava has
Oh my
recently
God, we
made.
didn't even tell him about that.
Yeah,
Dakota.
I know.
No, I
Just
don't.
one
Please,
step at
please
a time, Ava. Some decisions that Ava has recently made has, one might say, turned the tides in our favor, in which I had to pitch to Jackson, and he basically said that Ava would have to die if this didn't work. So, that's cool. She adopts Nelson, and clearly this other newbie kindred,
Sombra.
the Sombra,
Yes.
that we don't know about.
Celia.
And then I sent a gift basket to the prince because Bella is Bella again. Like, Peter Pan loses their shadow kind of back. And so I sent a gift basket because I thought, well, maybe we should make opportunity out of a failure. And she took me up on the offer, and she brought me up to her suite, like we, old time's sake. And I found out some interesting information.
Dakota.
Just
I
wait.
gotta mute my mic.
I gotta get to the point of this or I'm not gonna be able to say it.
Okay.
After a very personal conversation with Bella, I learned that she was personally invested in me as a rebound for another love. After I filled Ava in, we did a little Gossip Girls, and we tried to sort out, Mean Girl style, who Bella might be in love with based on a few clues that she hinted at in the conversation. And then Ava was like, well, maybe I'll just touch an object like I do and do the thing she does, right? But Ava's situation is a little different because now she's carrying the shadow. And things got a little weird. And I spoke directly to the sandwich, who revealed some plot holes that I think's really gonna help our plan. And then Ava came back after she turned to like a goo-like substance. And she found out. Would you like to tell us who Bella's would-be boyfriend was supposed to be, Ava?
Bella has been in love with Snitch since before he was turned. She was going to turn him, and somebody else turned him into a Nosferatu. And so that was our most recent discovery.
And I don't think that Snitch knows. Let me tell you.
I think I'm officially prepared to meet the sun.
Well, I encourage you not to, because all of this has led to some very interesting revelation, which is, in fact, that whatever Saito's magical mess that he did on his way out has, in fact, left Ava barricaded off from the full extent of the sandwich's shadow. So...
Yeah, Ollie, we probably should have started with that. the most important detail of this conversation, and you should probably know this about me moving forward. Sybil offered the shadow to me to take from Bella.
Because Bella wasn't doing a good job because she was in love with everybody and was rebounding off of me.
And I agreed to take it. And I now carry the shadow with me.
Which means that we can put Ava in torpor and stop the shadow from being able to use her.
Couldn't you just put me in torpor?
No, I actually need you for other things, so you have to stick around.
We
got a lot of excess lumber now. This shouldn't be too hard. I can point right on the chest where you put the legs.
Look, okay, we cannot control Ava's choices. We can only react to the reality that we are facing. And the reality is that she is carrying that shadow, which gives us a leg up, because here's the thing. The shadow doesn't know what we're planning. And
Sybil still believes in me that I am going to rule over Eternal Night with her.
No. Ava is to become the new prince of Chicago.
She offered me princedom of Chicago in Eternal Night, and she believes I will take it.
Let me get. I've never proclaimed to be a smart man, but there's something here. There's some basic math that I feel like has lapsed your mind, Ava, that I caught here.
Oh no, here we go.
Saito, the shitbag that he is, gave everything in his life, unlife, and even his soul to make sure that you don't get sucked in to Super Sandwich's big, mastiff 5-head game. And then you took the shadow.
Saito believed in also stopping Sybil, and that is what we are still planning to do.
The good news is Ava doesn't have to die anymore. That's Bella's job.
Right, but Saito went out of his way to make sure that you didn't get fucked up by Sybil. And then you took her shadow.
Well, she still can't hear me.
Yeah.
Can you give me a wits awareness? Ollie? Only Ollie. Only Ollie.
Go. Yeah, blame everything on Saito. Once that bar fills, we'll definitely blame it on him.
4 weeks of gameplay crammed into like 2 minutes of explanation, and just this is the chaos.
Dakota's great skill is just being able to be like, this is what happened.
Yeah, okay. And just being like, that's insane.
2 successes.
As you're made aware that she is carrying the shadow, and much to when you came across Bella while she carried such a burden, there is a disconnect between Ava's movements and the shadows. There is a difference this time, however. Unlike Bella, where the shadow moved just barely out of sync but mimicked the ability or her movements exactly, Ava, every once in a while subtle, the movements just simply do not match. While she may hold out her hand with a gesture of like 1 finger, the shadow may have 3, but only subtly gestured or moving out further. They're subtle differences, but they are differences that never occurred when Bella carried it.
Ollie, I need to say this to you because I know you might not be happy with the decision I made. I know Kevin Jackson was not happy with the decision I made.
Oh,
and
he told me I might have to kill you. And if I don't kill you, then Damien might kill us both.
You don't have to agree with the decision I made, but we do have more information. We have this shadow, and I will do whatever it takes to still stop it, even if it means my own unlife ending. I will do whatever it takes. I made this decision because I still believe in our cause. And I still hear from Saito in the Abyss, and I still talk to him. And the last thing I just need to tell you is that he told me that the La Sombra Antediluvian is the Abyss. Basically. Yeah, I told you this.
You didn't? No, you did not.
Yes, I did.
Did you?
I did tell you this. We were on the boat with Nelson.
We did. Yes, with Nelson. You're right. We did. Okay.
To be clear, he says he believes it is. He's not 100% certain, but he's deduced
that they are like one in the same.
They're somehow one in the same.
The shadow.
So we are getting more information. We are learning more. Our pieces of this puzzle on how to stop this is coming together more and more each night. And we are getting there. And so I'm telling you this because I don't want you to rip my head off. I'm telling you this because we are still on the course, despite all this happening.
You remember what the problem was before I left? I can remind you what the biggest concern on our plate was before I left. It was, how are we going to fund the little girls' karate classes? That was the problem.
Yeah, I know. I figured that out. And I'm gonna take class. I've started classes too. I'm taking classes. It's fun.
I just want to show the scale here of
yeah,
karate classes meets Ava is now Peter Panning.
Yeah, I know, but like, what it means though is that we now have control.
This
of
is
Shadow.
always.
We've also learned a little bit. Remember that box? Remember the box?
Yeah, I remember the box.
So let me tell you. So while Ava was in full Oblivion goo form, and was having her moment, Sybil made herself known to me, which was her first big mistake. I mean, when I say she was big, I mean she was fucking shadow blackness huge. And she had some threatening things to say, but it was fine. The point is, I believe that when she was outside of Ava's body, she is vulnerable. It looked the same as the night that Bella took it on by opening the box. I believe that if we can get the box and this new item, which is some fucking dagger everybody keeps talking about, figure out how to use them together, we can do the opposite and put the genie back in the fudging bottle. Until we can figure it out, we just put Ava in torpor.
Yeah, I'll be sleeping.
We'll see you at the finale,
Bye.
Tracy. Good night.
Bye. Peace out.
I mean, look, we got a cleaning crew that can look after her. She's got 2 kids now. She
What do you
doesn't
think
even need a
happens to the
retirement
shadow,
home.
though? Does the shadow just suddenly stop, like, paging back Mama
know.
Body? I bet that there's no way that doesn't happen. She's gonna know that the occupant of the shadow is gone or inaccessible.
Oh, for sure. But here's the thing. She made herself known to me and she was spattering about like, oh, woe is me. I didn't see you coming. You know, I'm an oracle, right? What she was actually saying is she's all eyes on me. I've made her nervous. She didn't see me coming. I fucked her plans up the first time with Bella because
Dakota is public enemy number 1.
Right.
To Sybil.
Which means we have an opportunity to use that because I'm not actually that terrified of her, so it's fine. As long as she keeps all eyes on me. And that kind of focus means that she is blinded. Why? Because she is so dead set in believing that this is going to happen. All we have to do is pluck away at her plan and make her think one thing and we do another. Basic distraction.
I know, Ollie, that yes, before this, our plan, our latest woes were just things like, oh, what am I going to wear to Annabelle's next party? But we do know this has been a lingering problem looming in the back of all of our minds for some time, and knew it was going to show its ugly face eventually. So it's here now, and we have to deal with it.
And I've had a plan. Another plan. Plans on plans on plans. Which is, I think it's time for us to go outside of Chicago. Not us. We don't have to leave. But to call in some help.
Call in help?
Yeah, look, I didn't sit through all of Cretius's boring fucking classes to not learn anything, damn it.
Okay.
In the structure of the Camarilla, there is actually somebody above the princedom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Right.
There's also police above the princedom.
Correct. And those police are judge, jury, and executioner above and beyond any Bella Shadow bullshit. If they find out that a sandwich has risen up and not only took over the prince, but has now body hopped into, no offense, Ava, a young kindred to bring on eternal night, somebody's gonna have to do something. And we have enough proof now to make it a reality. And the Saito bar is full, fuck.
Oh, yay, the Saito bar is full.
Don't you worry.
Well, that is, I guess, an option.
I would say it's a very
I
strong
mean,
option.
I probably won't make it out if that's the case, but whatever. I did say I was willing to do whatever to go through with the
My
cause.
hope is that if you come forward with everything and you don't play the choice card, Ava, makes you look a lot less guilty. Just tell him you're forced into it.
Yeah, we'll see. That could be an option. We've been making a lot of allies here. We have a lot of people on our side. We have Thin Bloods. We have the Toreador. We have the Gangrel. We have
Kind of.
a lot of people on our side.
If we go above, let's just say hypothetically, we go up to these upper echelon police.
Just a car.
They're gonna come down. They're gonna find out the game, and they're gonna kill her. And by her, I mean Ava.
Yes.
If that was the best move, why wouldn't Jackson leap to that first?
Actually, a good point.
Because he doesn't have time to build up his plan. His plan is reliant on the government, not on Sybil. It's reliant on him stopping Sybil and making the government look like it needs a better prince. He needed time to do that. And the bombing that, oh, by the way, killed Persephone.
Persephone's dead?
She's
Yeah,
dead from
she
that.
died in the rack in the bombing.
That's actually the Elysium we have to go to in approximately
She's
1
being
hour.
replaced. Surprise.
Oh my.
Yeah. A lot happens in Chicago.
It probably takes Ollie a moment to connect the dots that the information he gave in episode 1 for us is.
So gang is finally hit.
Yeah.
Mhm. Correct.
Yeah.
And it
Yeah,
worked.
we were partying it up at the Painted Lady, and suddenly, boom, at the rack.
All right, well, I need to handle one problem at a time. And I'm going to guess that I'm not expected at this Elysium.
I think you would be.
I
You're
mean,
part of
got
our
an invite.
coterie. You're part of our.
You got an here's your invitation if you want to come. Or
Where's
we've
it
been
at?
telling people you've been away on business.
Well,
Where is the
We didn't say
meeting
where.
tonight?
Shoot, I thought I can't remember. I have to check my notes.
I don't think I made note.
you
of
said
it
it's in an
myself.
hour?
It's tonight, yes.
I can get anywhere in Chicago proper in less than an hour.
Yeah.
Where are you
absolutely.
going?
Well, I'm going to go handle one little problem at a time. So I'm going to go to my halfway house
Okay.
and I'm going to tell my new tenants the rules.
Do you want me to join you?
No.
Okay.
It's in a small place called the Ivy Room at Tree Studios.
You have a street for that? At least give
I'll get to
me.
you.
I can work with that. I'll get there.
It's very beautiful.
Is that the studio that the baby chorus records in?
I'm gonna link you the photo I've got. Put it in the Zoom chat.
Oh, dope. Okay. Let me pop
Or
the
the Google
data
search.
open.
Ooh.
Ooh,
It's a small gathering of only the most influential kindred
dang,
in
that's
Chicago.
dope. Okay.
And you're quite influential, Ollie, so you should be there.
Yeah, the whole
It's
coterie
true.
got a coterie-wide invite. Though
Mm.
Harpy did know that Ollie had been missing for a few weeks and was.
We
curious
said you were
about-
away on business and did not say with who and what or where. People seem to buy it. I mean, you go away on business all the time. That's what we actually originally, was suspicious of. We just
Anybody
it's
who
gonna be
asked
with a
about you at the
hunter.
party, we did say you were away on business.
So you know when you were
were
saying that you may have
you were
done some
missed.
things, but it wasn't like the worst things. I'm here to tell you, it wasn't quite as bad as what Ava and I might have possibly cooked up.
I mean, for what I went through, which was incredibly stressful. Man, you two are demons. You're actually demons.
I take that as a compliment.
I am working on it.
And as much as I just want to scream and holler, you two look incredible.
Hey, thanks. I finished. Look, he finished up the tat on my stomach. It's all done.
I know. I'm having a really hard time right now. So
He's having a hard time being mad.
Okay,
there's a lot of
well,
mixed signals right
you
now
know
because
what? Then
I'm
maybe
angry.
it's a good thing you returned tonight because if I was in combat boots, man, I feel a lot different about what we just shared.
I mean, yeah, yes. I'm still. I'm gonna go somewhere where I'm not ogling either of you, and where I can act more businesslike.
Okay, but you're gonna meet us at Elysium for real, though.
Yes. Yeah.
Better
Well,
be there.
Okay, we're
so
having-
long as I don't go to the halfway house and find bodies. If I find bodies, I'm gonna come back with a bag of dust.
Okay, well, look, maybe at least double check on Nelson because he's about to manage our theater, and I really need that money to pay for karate. You know what I mean? Now I'm paying double, 2 classes. So maybe Nelson last. I don't know anything about this other chick. She does.
Her name is Celia.
Celia.
Celia. Got
Celia
it.
might be connected to the shadow. Though, so there's like maybe just play it easy, Ollie.
Play it
We were
easy
young
because she's
before.
a fresh lick and she doesn't know what she's doing. So be
Look,
nice to her. I don't want her to show up gone next week because you scared her away.
I put my makeshift dad's head through a table in the middle of a bar. Like we
If I
all
just
done
break her neck,
worse.
she will survive it.
Well, okay, Ollie, I swear.
Yeah, okay. And then Ava's gonna have to do cleanup, and there's gonna be.
You want to worry about
Look
if
at-
you're worried about a kindred, go 2 rooms back and look at Needles.
Needles.
Needles did
would-
things for us that have clearly caught him his own case.
Okay, well,
I am not worried about Celia. You should not be worried about Celia. Celia needs to worry about Celia.
I'm sure when you were first turned, you would want people to say that about you. Oh, you're on your own. Worry about yourself. We at least had sires.
My
Somewhat.
sire made me murder people repeatedly.
All right,
mine
all right.
turned me after a bad trip at Burning Man and left me in a tent.
Well, mine
Turns out when you have a
took care
history of being
me.
alive and violent, that when you become unalive, they make you even more violent. I don't know what that's about though.
Right.
But I'll be at Elysium. I'll look clean and pressed. And let's hope that Celia's being a good girl.
Make sure to wear something
Here-
nice, Ollie.
Here's to hoping. Yo, I made the greatest Star Wars joke to the sandwich when I was talking to Sybil.
Oh
It
my!
was
You
so
made a
on-
star to
Yeah,
Sybil.
I compared her to the Empire.
She's an ancient vampire.
She's the Empire. I made
She's
an
a
Empire
Methuselah.
Strike Back joke, and she didn't appreciate
Oh.
it.
Gosh, Dakota.
She actually just
Ugh.
told me to stop fucking around, which is
She
exactly what I was doing.
she
I was just
told
trying to get
me
under
that
her
I could be a
proverbial
queen
skin.
and Saito could rule on a throne with me as a king. So I mean,
Well, I feel
that
left
was-
out. She hasn't said a damn thing to me yet.
Well, trust me, she's not all she's cooked up to be. Okay, she's a lot of, salt and vinegar. But I'm telling you,
All
she
smoke and
has
mirrors.
some blind spots.
you stick
And
around me long enough, Ollie. I'm sure she'll talk to you too.
I don't know how excited I am for that.
Oh, well, for Dakota apparently. So
Yeah, so well, I was thinking I was gonna have to mop you up in a bucket. It was great. It was wonderful. I felt awesome when it was all done.
Is there anything that you would like me to pass along to Celia, given that she has been behaving and she's not acted a fool and out of pocket?
just tell her I will be back to visit her soon. Tell her and Nelson, please, that I will be back to take care of them soon.
God.
I just have mommy has some business she
Curfew
needs to
is
take care of.
All right.
Does the final there is one last thing that you haven't filled him in on? Is that
There's a
something-
couple things we haven't actually,
Okay,
but I
just
was
want- all right,
debating. I was
yep,
debating
absolutely,
which
all
one
right,
needed
fair.
to like.
It's fine. We can worry about that later.
Which one? Which one, Mathis? Which piece didn't we cover? Because there was like 3 I avoided.
A certain someone came and found Ava.
Yeah,
not too-
that's the one I avoided actively.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
fair, that's
We'll deal with that one later.
That's a tomorrow
mm.
problem.
obviously the Haley stuff, but that can be.
yeah.
How about we jump to break right now?
Oh
Take
goodness.
a quick break. It's already been an hour and a half. We're
Back
halfway
to
through.
Elysium. Okay, come back for Elysium, everybody.
We will return as the coterie gathers for a quick little Elysium.
All right, everybody, go be humans. We'll be back. Man.
BRB.
BRB.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back from break. I hope you all enjoyed a nice little breather. Hopefully, Ollie is feeling less stressed out. Had a nice little
Yeah.
Zen meditation.
It's we're good. We're good.
Just deep
Yep.
breaths.
You took all
everything's
that,
good.
Jared.
Woosad. Rub the
Good, good.
earlobes. I'm ready to roll.
There's still some more you haven't learned yet, but we'll get there. We'll
Okay.
get there. We'll get there in time.
We chose the most important things.
Yeah. There's one in particular. I don't know how Ollie's going to react, but I can't
This
imagine
is
it's going
why
to be
I
good.
also left that one. We're just gonna leave that
But maybe
one.
he'll be chill about it.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
he'll be over it. Maybe it won't even make him mad. That being said, shall we go back into the game?
Yes.
Okay. Then let's just set the scene, rein things in, and see what you guys are up to. We open on a gorgeous old brick building that rises about 3 stories, and on the outside, only knowing that it's a brick building through the small peeps through the incredibly thick vines that crawl up the sides of it. This place is beautiful to the eye, and to any toreador, it makes your heart melt. Everything about this place speaks to the history of the city. It's been up for such a long time. You've got those iron lanterns that are still outside that stick up from the street, old brick roads that are still kind of kept intact. And inside, a dim flickering light and silhouettes of a few known kindred mingling about. Your eyes obviously can immediately see Kevin Jackson on the inside, speaking with many different people that walk by. But the coterie finds themselves outside of the building, I imagine, kind of coming together before going in as a group. You were invited as the loud ones. Ollie, what are you wearing to this Elysium as we know? We know what the two ladies are already wearing.
This is going to be a black slacks, drawn up a little higher on the waist, probably a charcoal gray button-down shirt with a tense collar, and you'll likely see a black vest with a matching gray hashback. Very, very clean kept dress shoes and sleeves rolled up.
And as you get together, do you have any brief conversation before making your way in, or is it just kind of like a kind of deep breath and off you go? Is there anybody you're looking to single out here at this little mini gathering?
I
hesitate to call
will
it an Elysium.
say Dakota offers, Ava's her date, right? Offers her arm for Ava.
I'm
I'm
have
gonna
my
make
arm
a
around.
thing of it entering. If we're gonna do this, let's go
Yep,
all the fuck
yep,
out. Plus, I'm here to
absolutely.
make
This
Bella
place is-
jealous. Like,
this-
yes.
This place is beautiful, and like Ava cannot enter this place without a date.
And all Dakota can think is, oh, I bet the shadow would really hate it that I was your date. So even more, like I'm like full on, yeah, do it.
Yeah. So Ava just has her arm around Dakota. She's sitting next to her at this,
Yep.
and just like kind of like just like leaning on her and just talking to her until Ollie shows up.
And Ollie, this is what you see when you arrive wearing the outfit you described, as they are clearly hand in hand dates for one another for this gathering. Again, though, does the coterie have any quick conversation, the three of you together, or once Ollie and joins the two of you, do you just kind of
yeah. I would just make the rounds, right? Like check in with Jackson.
Sure.
Try to avoid being weird in front of Damien. Make sure Bella sees us together, that kind of thing.
Sure. Yeah, of course.
Is Nero here?
Is Nero here? Nero is not here.
Okay.
You do not see him. Doesn't mean he wasn't necessarily invited.
Yeah,
Could just mean he did not care to show up to these things. You know him better.
He
than
doesn't like
anybody.
politics.
He hates
so,
this shit.
Yeah.
If you're curious who is here, it seems to be the entirety of the Primogen Council is present here. Bella, you only catch a glimpse of every now and again, as she's kept kind of behind the scenes for the moment. The room that you're all in is a small little dining room, with 2 to 4 seater tables widely spread apart, a small personal bar at the end of this wooded floor that somebody back there in their little suit is making drinks, likely a ghoul of someone's in particular. And there's an area that looks like it has or could be some sort of small stage or presentation center on the right-hand side with layered curtains that go back to make it slightly kind of bigger, depending on how much space you want to work with. And they are pulled open. All layers are pulled open to show the smallest space kind of in the back. It kind of gets, layers downward. And there's just 2 spotlights kind of centered on it. Not much of a show like a true Elysium would be on something like a music hall or something along those
There's going to
lines.
be fresh vitae.
Absolutely.
I just have to
You
be
go
out
up to
of a
the
person,
personal
but
bar.
like, yeah, there's a bar. Okay. I'm at Hunger 3. I'm just gonna, if there's any
Same.
place
Yeah.
to feed, now's the time. I'm gonna just
This
drink
is the
down to
perfect
1.
place to do so.
Yeah.
You would go up to the bar and asks if you have a preference. He's not one to assume.
Male?
So and he just nods and looks down. He's like, any age? No preference. Understood.
Yeah,
And he
no.
just
Dakota's like, I've
and
never had a choice. I just find the
he
nearest
just
asshole.
slides
You know?
you and he looks to you, says, on the rocks.
Yes.
And he just drops one of not an ice cube of water that would melt in it, but one of those plastic cubes that are meant to stay frozen. That way it doesn't enter the blood and make you puke it up later since it's water.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And he slides it over to you with a small like Scotch glass with one single cube on the inside.
I'll have what she's having.
He simply nods and bends down and does the exact same thing and slides you
damn,
over
I
a
should have
drink.
asked for you a drink. I'm so sorry, Ava. I'm really bad
You're
at this date
learning.
thing. Okay.
Ollie, are you hungry at all?
No, I think Ollie is probably scanning to see who isn't here. Anyone notable that might be missing.
You would note then Nero is not here.
Okay.
You would note that you do not see the whole Primogen Council is here. You don't see Rudy here at all. You don't see any of the roses that you know.
Okay.
You actually don't see any La Sombra that you recognize at all here.
All right.
Beyond
Are there any Anarch arrivals?
No.
None. Okay.
None. Nope. They don't give a shit. They probably weren't even necessarily invited. Ballard is here, however. You do see Ballard sat down at a table that his girth spills over in cartoonish ways with the way he looks as he's chomping on a cigar, chatting with a couple of other guys, younger guys in suits that are just babbling to each other. One's got like he's looking on you imagine it's maybe a phone, a smartphone, or some sort of tablet. You're not quite sure, as technology laws are solid except wishy-washy with certain people. You know how it goes. And yeah, that's you see again, if there's anybody in particular that you're looking to see if missing, feel free to throw me or is here, feel free to throw me the name.
If there are any of the more major figures that I've worked with, particularly Ballard, Sovereign, Jackson, and I catch their glimpse, I'll give them a nod of
Jackson
hello.
is here, as he is the ventral member of the Primogen Council.
Sure.
And Ballard is here, but Alan Sovereign, who works for Ballard, is not here.
Okay. Short of that, Snitch, I'll probably.
Is he here?
Is he here?
Wits awareness.
Snitch, Snitch is on council. He is
on council.
But he's not allowed to use his powers, is he, at Elysium?
No, but he can be freaking hiding in a shadow in a
Yeah.
corner
I see.
somewhere,
just be
being out of the
lurking
way
in
as
a
much
curtain.
as possible. Yeah,
Lurking
exactly. He's in a curtain.
Okay.
Ava,
3.
Dakota, and
I'm not gonna roll for it.
That's fine.
If I know the rest of them are here, I know he's here. He's just
then that's fine for you. Ava
Dakota
and
actually
Dakota,
is looking for him, so this
you
will
would
be
actually
interesting.
see
They both
him.
are.
He's not hiding in a curtain, so to speak, but he is well out of the way of where a majority of the kindred are speaking, and he is talking to somebody that you do not recognize.
Brett.
No, you do not recognize. He's talking to somebody you do.
No. Is Brett here?
Is Brett here?
Oh, is Brett here? Yes.
All right, banana hammocks in chat, everybody.
Actually, you see Brett walk in with Portia and a second person that you
not
also...
Portia, right? I thought Portia was, or someone else.
What did she call herself something other than Portia?
No, Portia's her
That's
known
what she.
name.
That's her.
That's
known
her.
name.
She's
Portia,
called
yeah.
by. Her real name is something else. Are you mixing the two?
Yeah, who died in the attack?
Persephone.
Persephone.
Sorry,
The
mixed those up.
Tremere.
Persephone
Okay.
was an original character I
Gotcha.
made for.
This
All
is the
right.
new Toreador we mentioned that Brett was hanging
Oh,
with.
all right.
Yeah, so Brett actually walks
That's
in
my bad.
with Portia on one arm and not on the other, but another person in tow with them that you also don't recognize. An older black man with kind of the salt and pepper hair, a goatee that goes just around his lips, and a thinly cut maroon suit that is very, very well tailored to him. And he is having a conversation with Portia while Brett is just smiling and seemingly happy to have her next to him.
I lean over to Ava and I'm like, hey, who's the dude with your...
He's
You
not
don't
some-
recognize him at
Hey.
all.
Go smooze him up and figure out who he is. I have a date with the Nosferatu, as per usual.
Are you gonna talk to Snitch?
Yeah?
Are you gonna?
Do you trust me?
You know what? Do your thing.
Okay.
Do your thing.
So
I'll go
the date
schmooze.
separates, unlinking arms and going totally different directions. Along your way, Dakota, as you're making your way to Snitch, who finishes talking up with whoever it is he's speaking with, you're actually stopped as Damien steps out from
Oh,
a
shit.
crowd, and you just hear, "Oh, hey, what up, Dakota?"
Oh, hey, yeah, great. It's fantastic. Good, great Elysium.
Oh, no, I wasn't aware this was a proper Elysium. I've been
Oh, no, it's
busy."
just like a shindig, right? Or whatever. I don't
This
know what
one-
you call it. Like a gather. That's what we call it. The gang girl, we call it a gather.
And he just kind of raises his eyebrows to then, gives you just a subtle nod. I just you caught my eye and wanted to say, hey, what's going
Oh,
on?
yeah, hey, yeah, you look, it's nice. Diggs. Is he dressed differently?
No, not really. He's wearing a baby chorus t-shirt and jeans. He doesn't look like
Yeah,
he gives
just-
a shit.
just-
Dakota or Ava,
well,
just
you know,
in the
I
background.
will be here all night if you want to, get it around. We could take off the heels. We could go ride the skateboard or whatever's cool.
Well, I've got business to tend to on Mr. Jackson's behalf later on.
Oh,
but,
yeah, of course. Always.
yeah,
of
it's-
course. Always.
I'm sure
it-
Annabelle will reach out to you at some point, but I'd love to do another show at the theater sometime.
Oh, yeah. We actually have a manager now. The little skinny one that follows Ava around. He's kind of managing the venue. We'll get you booked. That would be super cool.
All right. Well, you want
Wait.
to do me a favor and just put in a good word for me.
Yeah, sure, I could do that. Could definitely do that. I'll be we could get a drink before you go for business.
Oh, you want to go grab one right now? I haven't had a opportunity to feed right now, so.
Fuck. I looked over my shoulder to Snitch.
You
And
see
I
Snitch about to turn and walk away.
You're like, the choice. This is one of those RPG choices.
I hate this so much. Dakota can't.
Ava.
This is when she would turn to Ava and go, "What do I do?" It's okay.
And then you turn to look to Ava, and Ava's lost in the crowd.
I know, lost in.
somewhere.
Yeah. You know what? This one's all empty, and I finish it. If it's not, I finish it so that it is empty, and I'm not lying.
Like, he just kind of nods his head. He's like, "All right, come with me. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna order for you."
Oh yeah, no, that's cool. I don't even know what to order. In honesty, I was not
What'd you just have?
particular. Mail with a cube. I mean, on the rocks.
I like mine warm. And the two of you walk over to the bar and order a drink, and Snitch disappears
Damn it!
around the nearby corner. Ava, you're unfortunately unable to catch up to the three of them before they actually beeline it, not to a table or to a nearby crowd, but the three of them head behind the back area where you saw Bella disappear to not too long ago.
Oh, they got business with Bella. She's like, shit.
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, she'll make her way back. Well, she sees Ava with
Yeah, as
with
you make your way
Damien.
back,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
see the
She's
two of
Dakota with
them.
Damien.
I let them do their thing. I'm gonna find Ollie. I'll just tag along with Ollie.
Certainly. Ollie, I imagine you're kind of on the outskirts of the crowd as well, just kind of
Mm.
scanning the horizon. You keep, like you said, kind of taking note mentally as to who arrived and who may not be here before Ava glides up next to you like a freaking mermaid in the water or something. And before you know it, she's parallel.
She puts her arm around Ollie. Such a good-looking coterie we are.
Oh, thanks. I think, yeah, you guys look great, as always.
And you dressed well for the occasion, so you get my stamp of approval.
I know it's hard for a Toreador to say kind things like that about the looks of Nas. So I'm insanely appreciative.
You're a part of my coterie, so I will shower you with compliments when I can.
Thank you. Hey, I had this thought on the way over. You tried doing the robot yet?
Have
Just
I
to see,
tried?
if the shadow, kind of follows the same motions. I bet it struggles. I bet it, I bet it's not good with the new moves.
I haven't tried that.
Just a
No.
thought. Teach do the Dougie or something and see if it's got some stanky leg action.
Ava just, you know what? Next time we're at, why can't I think of the club? Painted Lady. Next time we're at the Painted Lady, I'll try it and you'll have to look and see how the movements are.
It shouldn't be a problem. It's from time to time, it's a little difficult to peel my eyes away from both of you. But you should try it though, really. I mean, honestly, nobody else knows. So you just go ahead and dance right now. I just want to watch, see if it does this thing.
I'm not going. No, first of all, I'm not doing it here.
Okay, you sound like a coward.
Are you fucking kidding?
After everything you've been through, you afraid to dance in front of a Nosferatu.
I'm not doing it at this Elysium or mini Elysium here right now in front of everybody. There's no call for dancing. If
That
there
just
was
sounds
a
like quitting words.
I swear to God, Ollie. I swear to God.
You better not. In this place, that's heresy.
Oy vey.
And as the laughter turns to light conversation for just a few more minutes, eventually the murmurs grow silent as Bella steps onto the small, again, stage is a strong word, but that's what I'm going to use. There's no words that she needs to speak, as kindred all know the proper etiquette as the prince steps before them, and everybody begins to sit down, though a few still linger and stand, though they do go silent. Because I'm interested, who sits and who stands? Do you all sit?
Ollie's going to stand.
Ooh, this
He's done
is
a lot of sitting. A lot of sitting.
tricky for Dakota because of the last Elysium, where
got
she
really
chose
mad and
to
left?
stand when everybody else sat.
You got really mad and
I don't know
stormed
what you're
out.
talking about. I did not get mad. I held my frenzy in check. I think Dakota too will stand. If the statement is, I'm not allowed to vote, am I allowed to sit? It's kind of a rebellious, no, I'll pass on the sit. I lean on the bar.
Sure. And Ava.
He looks at the two of them standing, and I'm gonna just stand with them, I guess.
The coterie stands together. The
God damn it.
The loud ones stick apart from the majority, though again, you're not the only ones standing, so it isn't like a singular act of defiance from one small group. As Bella stands on stage and looks amongst the crowd for a few moments with a pleasant smile and her long, elegant red dress, crimson as the freshest blood being served, flowing past her ankles and slightly onto the floor as it trails behind her. She clasps her hands together and begins to speak. There is no microphone. It is simply the weight of her own voice that simply carries across the entirety of the crowd here. As you are all aware, a few weeks ago, a tragedy bestruck our people, the Camarilla, and the safety of a place that is open for all to feed. The Anarchs have been growing more bold, and their terroristic actions have cost us an unlife. The Regent of the Chantry, our dearest Persephone, once member of the Primogen Council before willingly stepping down, has been taken from us by the Anarch's assault. I am aware that feelings of the Tremere and their blood magics are mixed amongst you. But there isn't anyone who would say they are not necessary to the safety of a city. In that, a new Chantry Regent has stepped forward. And I would love to introduce him personally tonight as the man you will see much more of as the nights dwindle onward. She takes a few minutes, or moments, kind of gazes across the crowd before stepping back and simply saying, "Mr. Abraham Deuceable, may you please step forward?" And out from the corner is that man you saw walk in with Brett and Portia.
Oh.
Oh, gosh.
With his neatly trimmed magenta-colored suit and a wooden cane with a metal top that he walks with. Some necklace dangles around his chest with a diamond-shaped object, but it's too hard to see the details from too far away. And as he strolls to the center of the stage, he simply looks to Bella and gives a gentle bow, whispering what you imagine are kind words before turning to the crowd itself. Out of curiosity, how are we looking in the coterie? Is there noted surprise? Is there perhaps interest look from Ava? I'm just curious what as the camera might pan over for an initial reaction shot from the coterie. What do we see?
Dakota really doesn't give a fuck about the Tremere. So this is like, I'm here because
Ava.
I'm supposed to be, not because I play the part. I just keep quiet.
Ava definitely is interested, and she she gives him a look and kind of examines the new Tremere, and
I mean,
and look, I have a soft spot for Tremere, so
Is this
and-
visible that she's giving her viper eyes to Deuceable?
the look.
probably to both
I would
of you.
say so, yeah.
To
I'm
both
gonna,
of you.
Like lean over, like kind of kindly put my hand on her back and say, he's probably already got kids. You may not want to adopt with this one.
He is an extremely handsome man, but he is, like, if you were to guess when he was turned, maybe in his late 40s
Old,
when he was
yeah.
turned.
Older. He's not that old.
How dare you?
Shh.
Exactly.
Not that old.
But it is obvious then on Ava's face, at least to her coterie who knows her so well, when a little bit of lustful intrigue trickles across her eyebrows, perhaps.
Well, he did come in with Brett and Portia, so he clearly has
Bad taste.
some.
Yeah, speaks leaps and bounds about his character.
You know, I'm just.
He walks. Is it? Do you think he needs the cane, or is that like a choice?
I like the cane.
Of course, you
I think
do.
it adds to the character.
Yeah, it adds. Real.
As Dakota lets that last bit of snark escape her.
Really quietly, like under my
Yeah.
drink as I'm
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
this take place.
He begins to speak up in a deeper, raspier voice, but much more gentle and quiet, though still just loud enough that it carries across the room. I want to thank the prince, Bella, as he turns to her, for giving our clan the opportunity to show and right its distrustful actions that they have performed in the past. I understand trust amongst you all and our blood mages are questionable at best. In that, tonight I'd like to assert Tremere will no longer be seeking higher political office in Camarilla ranks and will return to a much more traditional style of chantry and learning. I am also aware that there are many young Tremere, scorned by the chantry and its teachings, turning toward the house of Karna and turning their back on tradition. I dedicate tonight to let you know that I will, with open eyes, ears, arms, work with them and return them to the truth and security of the chantry. And while we will not be pursuing political power, we will work with, respect, and be one with the Camarilla. And when called upon and needed, we will offer our services as we always have. That is all. And he steps
Okay.
back,
I'm gonna
turns
be
back
honest,
to
everybody.
Bella.
This whole speech about how they were shunned and they're making up for blah 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 and they're being given a chance by Bella is the same shit that Dakota asked for the gangrel. And she didn't get it. She already hates this guy. It's a done deal. Dakota
As he
is
turns-
fuming by the time.
Is it obvious to the other
God.
two that you're fuming?
At least to the
God.
loud ones, yes.
Oh,
I am
God.
fuming.
Ava's like, oh, fuck. This is not going well with the
As
He could
he
have said
steps
any
back-
words, but he said those words. And that just hit a little too close to home.
Sort of
He
like
walks-
how when we went to that like 2-star Michelin restaurant and Ollie had to lean in and talk to Dakota when she was fuming that same way.
Mhm.
Ollie leans back in down to her, and you just hear, "They're afraid of them.
Yeah.
They're afraid of them. That's the only reason why. They're not afraid of the gangrel. You'll get your chance. They're just afraid of them. Stand strong and lead the gangrel."
Give me another drink. I kind of turn around to the guy like, give me another one. I don't even need it. I just want it.
Yeah, and without question, it slides, to you as you watch him step back from the center stage. He goes and has a few pleasant words with Bella. And as he walks to exit, you see Portia walk out a few extra steps with a smile. And she leans in and gives him a gentle hug and pat him on the back. And they begin to have conversation as they walk off behind the curtains and away.
Ava's
Bella steps
watching
forward
this.
and she says, "If there are any questions or doubts or concerns, please, I will make myself available for the next hour. And by then, we may all go our separate ways. But if there's any reason you wish to leave now, I do not hold you here under any pretense. You are free to leave. Thank you. For you are the ones that need and most deserve to see this.
Oh.
Enjoy your evenings."
Yeah, I'm so fucking
And she
deserving.
smiles and nods her head as she reaches over behind her and off of a small wooden table pulls a glass of what you imagine is Vitae and walks out of sight.
I'm going to go talk to Jackson.
So just as she walks out of
Immediately.
sight,
I'm
Bella
like,
just,
glass
Dakota
down
just
as soon as
like,
she's
"I'm
gone.
out."
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Ava and Ollie?
Well, you're much better at mingling than me. And I've had, like, just whiplash repeatedly, so I don't know if I can handle a lot of everybody else's bullshit right now. So I'm going to stand here and try not to be noticed.
That's fair. That's fair. I will do minimal mingling so we don't have to be there the full hour, and then we can leave.
If people ask, just point them over here. I'm not going to hunt anyone down right now.
Of course.
Dakota meanders her way over to Kevin Jackson, who is having quick words with Damien before Damien himself seems to finish the conversation, catches eyes with you and gives you a nod,
Mhm.
and then makes his way out. He's
It's
leaving
returned.
the building wordlessly.
And-
Jackson turns to you and in his typical well-fit suit, gives you a gentle nod and with a stiffer posture than you're even used to seeing him hold, perhaps because he is representative of the Primogen Council tonight or something else. You're not sure. But he says, "Miss Rain, I hope you are enjoying your evening tonight."
It is eventful. Good company, bad company, the usual. I just wanted to say thank you for the invitation for me and mine.
The invitation did not come from myself, though I would have. It is the prince's choice who is invited to such things.
It seems that it was also her choice, our new Abraham. I'm going to,
Do simple.
yes. Dakota avoids it for saying probably something crude out of it.
Are you concerned about the man?
No. It isn't necessary for balance.
After Persephone's tragic loss, her void had to be filled before power struggles began.
Absolutely.
It may be good to have a man try to bring back more classical traditions to a failing clan and house.
Do I get the vibe that Jackson is both accepting of this man and maybe had a hand in putting him here?
Wits insight.
Can I use any kind of politics? Let's see.
You have a specialty in politics? Or you just mean like politics
let's see.
in
Wits,
general?
wits. You said wits awareness.
Wits insight.
Trying to see what's my better. Yeah, it's all going to be the same no matter what. It'll be a 4 dice pool, so it's fine. Actually, you know what? This is important. This is actually why she came over here. She's trying to get a feel for which side is this guy on. Is he on the team sandwich, or is this something that's part of Jackson's bigger play? So I am going to rouse the blood. I have drank a lot of blood tonight. It is well worth this rouse check. Okay, 2 hunger, great. I'll add 2 dice to this. This is important. Wits. All right, insight. Oh, nope. All the character sheet is backwards. It gets me every time. Oh, that was just a bad roll.
You could still you could re-roll 3 of those if you want to
Yeah,
use a
I think I
willpower.
will. I really want some answers to this, or at least to see if I
Mhm.
can pick up on
Yeah.
anything. I get 2
2
more.
more successes. 4 successes is quite a good roll. And you've worked with Jackson now for a few years. He's put his trust in you and you in him, and you tested the bounds of that trust a few weeks ago. You're certain, well, I wouldn't say you're certain, but you're pretty certain that he had a hand in it, at the very least knew about it ahead of time. With the way he speaks so nonchalantly and almost trusting.
That he's not necessarily part of the problem. He could be part of a solution.
Yeah, he might not even, you don't even know if he's even if he wasn't aware of the problem at hand. He could
Right.
simply just be a kindred rising
Okay.
to the occasion or
The
something.
occasion.
But
Okay.
it does
Alright.
seem like Jackson at the very least was aware of it, if not had a hand in
Approving
it.
of it. Okay. As always, I have updates when you would like them.
The only thing I'd like to ask right now is how is Miss Heloise?
Busy.
I see Mr. Hopkins has returned.
Yes, his business was attended to. I was
Perhaps him and I
actually.
will have.
Oh, I apologize. I was actually hoping you could get me in contact with somebody who, unfortunately, is outside of my grasp. We have a Nosferatu that needs some help back into the community. I was hoping to maybe get a moment with Snitch.
I could send word.
That would be lovely.
Is Mr. Hopkins informed of your situation?
He has been made aware of all recent activity. Willingly or not.
Is he aware of the ramifications of failure?
If you are asking if he also knows his head is on the chopping block, I would say yes.
I only wish to make sure that everybody is as equally informed before making their own personal choices.
Thus my need to speak with you at your earliest convenience.
Soon, not tonight.
Of course. I have a lifetime. Enjoy your evening, Jackson.
You as well, Miss Rain. Always a pleasure. And
then I scuttle quickly back over to the Loud Ones group, yeah.
And you would see Ollie and Ava. You would, beyond seeing the conversation happening, you would see Jackson walk over to Ballard and begin speaking and having a very in-depth conversation with Mr. Ballard.
Mm-hmm.
Dakota re-arrives, and there's nothing holding you here specifically, but as she rejoins and the coterie returns to a grouping, what do you do going forward? Is there anything else you'd like to do here?
Unless like Portia and the new Tremere, I like wanted to introduce myself, and say hi. But if they're like busy, that's totally fine as well. Other than that, that's really all I wanted to do.
You would be able to make your way up and say at the very least a brief hello. Afterwards, you would of course see Mr. Deuceable make his way on the outside with Portia and begin just having conversation with kindred, making their way up, some introduction, some not necessarily. But there does seem to be a bunch of people going up. So going up and introducing yourself is something you could easily do.
Okay. Yeah, just a simple introduction. And that we hope to perhaps see him at a future theater event. We would gladly invite him as well.
The pleasantries are quick, and if he accepts, but no, you being a Toreador, you're well aware he's just accepting to be polite. At this moment, he is, while meeting and greeting, mentally elsewhere. Eventually, the night would come to a close, and you would still have some of the night left. It's not like this runs up to the sun. You got still a few hours of the night left. As you leave, where would you end up heading back to?
Well, Ollie needs to head to his rehab house.
Yes. Oh, we were supposed to do that first. My bad.
It's fine. We
We'll,
can still handle it just
yeah,
the same way.
Yeah, perfect.
So
Yeah.
everybody head back in the bar direction.
Yeah.
However, Ollie would split off before getting there, making his way to the place that he's kept the most and worst hurting individuals of addiction and others. As you make your way through, you would see Nelson's room seems fine. You have the key to every one of these rooms, and as you open it and check it out, while Nelson is not here, it doesn't look like there was any blood anywhere or any fighting happening. As you in what doors you pass to see those who may be inhabiting them, you don't see anybody missing. But when you reach Celia's room, do you just open it or do you knock first?
I'll knock.
Yeah. Hang on. God damn it. And she makes her way over. You hear the chain lock, unlock, and then the deadbolt unlock. And then she opens the door, peeks through. She looks up at you as you see this younger girl with very short pitch black hair and kind of pale skin, wearing just almost like just, I want to say like just the most plain street clothes that don't look like she would wear them in her every day. They're so nonchalant, they kind of stick out. And as she looks up to you, she's like, "Who the fuck are you?"
Can I come in?
No. And then she shuts the door.
Okay. I open the door.
She quickly runs over to the door and or no, not quickly. She didn't go far. She resists immediately. She goes, "I don't know who you think you're fucking with, guy, but you don't know what I'm capable of."
I force the door open.
Strength plus brawl.
Of course.
Let me pop her stats open real quick because I don't think she can really.
This poor
compete all
girl's
that
about
well.
to lose the hard way.
She has no idea who he is, so she's just like,
She is gonna regret that.
yeah.
I got 4
Okay.
successes.
Okay.
You could re-roll 3 of those if you so would like to.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah, bye-bye door.
Yeah,
I
that's
got one
my
more. So 5 successes.
Will
5
Sombra get
successes. Okay.
potence?
I don't
I'm not
think
trying to
she'll
like kick the door open. I'm just trying to open
No,
it.
yeah, you're just trying to
Shatter it to
out
splinters.
strength her. I have to go back to the other page. Hang on. There it is.
Of course, this
Okay,
is
girl. What do you
Ava's.
got for stats? Not much, I bet. Ooh. All right, well,
Give it a shot.
she's not browsing because she doesn't think she needs to. 3
Oh!
successes. I rolled okay. I rolled pretty
No, that's
okay.
4 because you got a
That's
6.
4.
Oh yeah, 6. I got 4 success, but still, I
got 5.
Yeah, I don't beat 5.
Mm.
And while there's an initial resistance that maybe you weren't exactly prepared for, with
Sure.
just a minute more effort, and her feet start sliding across the rug as she's like, "Holy fuck, what the fuck?" And she just starts mumbling and struggling, but with enough effort, you push the door open. You are able to step at least half your body inside. From that point on, she cannot kick you out. She moves back from the door, steps a good 5 feet back from you, but looks like she's reaching for something behind her.
Why
I
don't
know
you
you-
just take a moment, take a seat?
She ignores you, and as she's fiddling back, you actually hear what
Do I
sounds
need
like
to call your mom?
She
I'll call
grabs
Ava.
and as soon as you say, as soon as you say that, she stops as you see a knife in her hand, having been pulled off the table behind her,
And that's not
and
gonna
she
hurt
goes,
me.
"What? What was the name again?
Do I need to call Ava?
You know Ava?
Yeah, you could say that. This could get a lot uglier if you just don't sit the fuck down.
Well, why do you have to act like every fucking creepy guy I've ever met in my entire life? You could have led with that, you know." And
I'm
she,
sorry, I have a penis.
She
I
throws
knocked. I
the.
asked if I could come in. Just sit
And
down
I
and
said-
shut up.
no. Who are you?
I'm
and,
the owner of this establishment.
Again, would have been so useful.
I
Yes.
asked nicely if I could come in.
And I said no.
Okay, fair. So do me a favor. Now that you know all these things, sit down and shut up.
She plops, but kind of like frustratingly, and lets out a sigh almost out of habit, still, as she is still rather new. A lick. She goes, What's up? Good to meet you. Name's Celia? Mhm.
Hi, Celia. My name's Ollie. I'm not sure what you heard about me, if you've heard anything about me, but I'm going to guess probably not a lot.
You would have guessed right.
Okay. Well, I own this building and the one next to it and the one behind it. And the one on the other side, too. I'm the proprietor of this location. It's a rehab house.
You work for my parents?
No, they probably work for me.
She
Don't worry, I
shrugs.
work for other people, too. It's fine. We all play a role in this. I've come to the understanding that you're going to be here a while.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to lay a little ground rules here. I'm going to cut you some slack. Because I don't know you, and I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I wish someone had done the same for me. So, here's the spiel. Rent is $900 a month. If you donate 5 hours a week to community service, it's half to $450. You hand deliver said rent to your PT on the 15th of every month. You don't feed on the tenants. You don't steal the tenants' methadone, Vivitrol, or antabuse. Clean up after yourself. Find a buddy who can hold you accountable, like Nelson. Find work. Your first 2 weeks here are free. Your money is yours. Your rent goes for paying for food and medication to the people who actually need it and use it. Do good, and good things come your way.
You know I don't have access to my money anymore, right?
No, but you'll find work. Just like Nelson did. And if you're having a hard time finding work, you can always use the extra help in the bar or down at the theater or whatever business venture we're trying to climb our way into. Nelson
Can't
pays
you
rent
just have
too.
Ava pay for me?
I mean, that's between you and Ava. I've come to find out that she has her own payroll that she pays people for. So if you get on that good side, then sure, let mom pay your way.
I wish this was all been put in front of me before I got taken from where I was. I had a safe spot.
Hey, I was on my way to professional boxing before I was brought into this life. And from the looks of it, you still got a pretty face. You look like you're all put together. And I'll just kind of slowly lower the mask just enough. Some of us didn't get so lucky.
She averts her eyes as they bring it down, and she goes, yeah, no shit.
If I catch you stealing from the tenants because you want the methadone, Vivitrol, or antabuse, I'll kick you
What do
out.
you take me for? Some sort of fucking no
If you
life
feed on the
druggie?
tenants, I will kill you.
Okay, I won't feed on the goddamn tenants.
Ava told me that she found you with a body.
Oh, she found that?
Yeah, she had it cleaned up too.
Didn't mean it.
Okay, well, you can thank her because she's cleaning up your messes.
I'll make sure I say thanks. Yeah.
I know you're in a rough way right now because you're fresh. You're new. And this isn't some kind of fucked up puberty thing where you're going to have weird hair growing. You are unfortunately going to be at the whims of the thing inside of you. So you may inadvertently feed on people. You're going to have to do everything in your power not to kill them.
I will not I mean,
Celia, I don't need a promise. I just need you to know
okay.
that your life depends on it. Because the rest of these people in this building, they don't have anybody else caring for them. All right?
Okay.
I'm the only motherfucker that gives a shit about any of them. And Ava is going to be your one life raft into survival for your first 5 years, is my guess. Okay. Now, I got to skinny on a lot of things that happen in this building and on this street, on this block, and even in this city. How can I help you?
Don't let the law people know I'm here.
Okay. Okay, then you need to change your name. Unless your name isn't really Celia.
She laughs. My name isn't Celia.
Okay, then Celia works. All right. I'm Ollie. You don't have to call me Oliver unless you're trying to, I don't even know. We're not going to go there. Don't call me Oliver. It's way too impersonal. I'm not in trouble and we're not having sex together. So that's a thing. Just stick to Ollie.
This is the messiest conversation I've had with one of you in a long time.
Well, I promise it gets worse with most others.
Look, I just need to know. Ava said she's going to teach me some stuff. I was kind of just like left alone. I don't really know what's going on. I just want a little help. And Ava said she could give it. I didn't know I was signing up to be part of the poor person army. No,
it's not a poor person army. You're literally just doing your part.
Yeah. Well, I thought I was doing my part by telling Ava helping me and me helping. We have similar problems, she said. Hearing voices.
Okay. All right. Well, That sucks.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
So you don't? So it's not a normal thing.
No, I generally don't see things unless they make me see things or hear things.
Then maybe definitely extra don't tell the law that I'm here.
Sure. No, you
And I just need you to know, like, I'm, doing my part fine. I'm not my face is super well known, but my parents are kind of like well known and they're
Okay.
looking for me. So, if anybody sees my face and they recognize it from like a missing persons thing, then we can, you might not want me doing like public work.
Yeah, that's why doing public work is the best. Wear a hood, get some makeup. You look like you know your way around a makeup bag. I'm not too worried about it.
All right. Well, I'll talk to Ava about it.
I mean, listen, Ava hasn't had it free. She hasn't had a free ride. She's had to do some dirty work along the way. And
Sure.
besides, there's nothing wrong with pouring soup for people for 5 hours a week.
Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, it's easy work, to be honest. But it's real simple. And I beg for you to go find a better situation where you have $450 a month in rent, because I haven't been able to find shit. This is the best I can do. It's literally just scraping by. I'm not trying to line my pockets.
I mean, I'll see what I can do. Ava made me some promises.
So wait, are you a
So-
Toreador?
No.
All right. Okay, you care to enlighten me, kid?
What did he call me? A sombre or something.
All right.
Well,
So
I can
let's-
do like shadow stuff.
La Sombra.
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. So you're not supposed to talk to other La Sombra, or are you just hiding from your family?
Oh, a little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Well, I mean, look, I know a guy. He's a La Sombra too. And he took care of me, but he felt obligated to, but he might be able to help you a little bit.
You should introduce him to Ava.
Yeah, no, they know each other.
Oh, then why she? Huh.
We got history. He's not really like everybody's favorite guy, but he's trying to make amends. What else is bothering you? What else is going on? Do you have any questions for me? The people here. Courtesy. If you're ever approached by someone named Brett, stay the fuck away. Just backflip out of the room as fast as you can.
Okay, I haven't met a Brett.
Good. You'll know. He will try to sleep with you immediately.
Is he cute?
Oh, I mean, regarding like his handsome quality, I would say it's above board. He will likely carry a lot of baby oil, and backup underwear.
You know what? You're going too far.
No, it's just, you'll know. Just know if you see a guy with baby oil, that's,
Listen.
I call him banana hammock. That's Brett.
Cool. The plan was just to stay here until Ava and I figured out what to do next. I've only been here for like a couple of days, man.
Okay.
I haven't been here long.
All right, look, whatever your preconceived ideas are of what your life is about to be, it's not. We are all tormented, fucked up creatures, and you don't really get much agency in your decision making until you've never. Sorry, that's just how it
This is
goes.
like a show I'd see on my parents' TV. What is this drama? I just want to like go about my nightly life.
Okay, so
Why?
you think just
hearing-
everyone can talk to fucking shadows?
No, that's why Ava is interested in chat. We'll figure that shit out. It's a little weird. I mean, listen, I now drink people's blood. That shit's crazy enough.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to like be queen of the world here.
Oh
like,
no,
what
give
was-
it 10 years.
Give
Give it 10 years. And if you're going to be the protege of Ava, you may end up wanting to be the queen of the world.
Let's not like make any assumptions here. She's cute, but she's like a mean girl. I can already fucking tell.
Okay, she's definitely a mean girl, but like, let's not undersell. Ava's gorgeous, and that's part of the problem.
Well, that's fine. She can be as pretty as she wants, but I can see right through her. I was in high school like 2 years ago.
Oh my God, you are a fucking infant. Oh no. All right, look, if something happens, I give her the address to the bar. Come to the Lights Out pub. And I need you to do the adult thing
Can you
and
just-
get in
okay.
front of it before.
Is there something going on here? Because why are
Cecilia?
you giving me the doom and gloom talk while Ava's like, hey, well, hey, I'm mean girl, but let's be friends. And, you know, maybe I'll help you out with the voices thing and you can help me out. And then that'll be it.
Listen, sweetheart, I don't know if you gathered this, but we're fucking vampires. All right.
Yeah, I gathered that. I am sure that there's other kinds other than you.
Sure. You know what? We'll just play it by ear. Like I said, if things go awry, come to the pub. Let me or a guy named Grant know.
Should I expect things to go awry?
Well, you tell me, how often do you suck a guy's blood to the point that he can't move anymore? I'm going to imagine that that's not your typical Saturday.
No, it's kind of weird, but
Bet it happens a few more times.
I hope not.
If you're looking for something a little safer, I can help arrange something a little safer.
Oh, that would be nice. How much?
Okay. It's not.
I don't have to pay for that? That's like free?
First time's free.
Gotcha.
First time's free.
Well, I'll let you know when I get hungry.
Okay. Come on by. It's the Lights Out Pub. And telling you, kid, it's a secret. Don't tell anybody else that you're a vampire.
Oh, no. That was made very clear to me by Nero.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll get your headstone made. This is going to be a weird couple of weeks for you.
You're stressing me out, man.
You're stressing me out, man. Imagine how I felt when I discovered that Ava moved a whole ass new kindred. How old are you? 2 days, 3 days?
Couple months.
A couple months. Okay. All right. I mean, I guess that's a break. Fuck. All right.
It's just, so did Ava just not? So she lied to me. She doesn't have the ability to bring me here without your approval or something. Like,
she definitely lied to you. Yeah.
God damn.
Don't worry. It was the door knock to a lot of other whiplash that she hit me with. So like, this is the light stuff. I got to go deal with all of the other fuck ups along the way.
Okay. Well, we'll see if I stick here after a couple of weeks. Appreciate the offer. I'll think on it and I'll have my people talk to your people.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you know right now, the average rent in a building that's a 1x1 studio at this point is about $1,700 a month. Good luck. And he leaves.
And as you do, you hear like mumbling to herself as you shut the door and eventually make your way back to the Lights Out Pub. As the night is winding down there's not many guests. Grant is out back cleaning and Ava's cleaners are getting to work on cleaning up the bar. The three of you, you would walk into to Ava and Dakota, probably having a chat at the private booth, or where would you be kind of chatting out that way?
Maybe while Ollie made a run, could we have Ava have joined me for a quick run to the pawn shop? Dakota needs some supplies.
Yes.
What are you getting?
Dakota gets a ski mask with like, the eye holes and
right?
Okay. Duct tape. A couple.
Do you talk to the lady and order this?
Oh, the two of us walk in like dressed to the nines into this shit pawn shop.
Oh, god damn, sweetheart. You're looking fucking good.
I clean up all right. I'm in need of a few items.
I'll do what I can. You still working for that son of a bitch?
Which
you
one?
Still, I just,
I
just worry about
Ollie?
yourself. Yeah, the one who's paying you to be a criminal at such a young age.
Oh, yeah. A question. Did you happen to meet a friend of mine? Frank.
Was I supposed to?
I just was wondering. I'm always here to send new business your direction. I'm just wondering if Frank dropped by to chat her up.
Not yet. Nope,
okay,
not
great,
yet.
perfect. I'm playing matchmaker with Frank and
it's only been a couple days since you talked to Frank.
Okay.
In-game,
but
so.
if he comes by, be real nice to him. He's a good guy. You might call him my actual father figure. Police.
Well, then he fucking failed you.
Well, okay. He's a bit rough around the edges, but he's a detective. He's a good man.
Oh, I don't sound. Oh, goddamn, darling, I don't want a goddamn cop around here sniffing around.
I give her the eyes, like, trust me.
He's not one of those cops.
I mean,
I'm
not dismissing what you're saying.
He's dirty, if you know what I mean.
All right. Well, I appreciate you giving me a warning that a pig is coming by. How can I help you girls tonight?
oh, I just need these things. And I'm like, handcuffs,
Just
mask,
criminal things, you
you know,
know?
like duct tape, things that look like
as
we're
you're grabbing
definitely
these
kidnapping
things,
somebody.
the camera is like slow zooming onto her face as her eyes are just watching what you're getting as she pulls a deep drag from the cigarette, finally lets it go when the last item gets put down on the counter. And as she lets the smoke out, she just goes, so who didn't pay your boss?
Just, you know, day-to-day business. Speaking of, did she tell us that she puts bounties out?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I thought she did. Oh no,
Did
I
she?
told her because I could come. She wouldn't give me bounties. Remember, I wanted to
Oh,
run them,
okay.
and she told me I couldn't because I was too young. She wouldn't give me the bounties. You know, I'm coming up on a ripe 18. I will be a legal adult. I could really use some extra money.
When you're 18, you come back and let me know, sweetheart.
Okay.
And you still have a chance to get free. I don't know what this pretty little demon's whispering into your ear, but you can go live a life.
I am living my life, and I kind of dangle the handcuffs. Like,
Yes.
Well,
She does it
that'll
very
be,
well.
and she just throws the little left of her cigarette that she has in her between her lips, typing on the calculator, and all right, that'll be 36.73.
I probably have like maybe $40 cash and like ones and
Yep.
fives, and like I pull out whatever I've got.
Yep, you just give her the
couple
I
money.
coins.
show her how like empty the
Quarters.
wallet is, you know, and I'm like, so you know, eat those bounties anytime you want to give one up.
Oh,
She's
that should
very
be your
good.
sign that the life isn't working for you, darling.
Well, because I can't get any real bounties.
And she just gives you your change back. Be safe out there. And if she gets hurt under you, I will remember your face.
She has it handled.
It's okay. She's the one going in the handcuffs.
She does not laugh. She puts out her cigarette. As you walk out the door, you can hear the bell jingle as the barred door closes behind you. And
Just a little extra things we might need for later. That's it. I'll just leave it there. We leave with our grocery bag full of stuff to
it's
kidnap somebody.
kidnapping stuff. And that's probably what you walk in on, Ollie in the bar, is them like rebagging up all the things as they were going through a plan of some sort as you walk through the front door. And you just, what you see going into the back into the bag is the handcuffs, probably.
Hey, Ollie.
Hey, Ollie. How did the
I don't wanna know.
common-
You
I
do
don't want
not
to know.
want to.
No.
You keep
No.
that. You keep
No.
that. Hey, Ava, you when you said that you adopted someone, you didn't
Yeah.
actually mean to say that you found a new lick/leech, because she's expecting you to pay her way.
Oh. Well,
That's funny.
What did you do? Are you making her
I'm making her work.
Oh, you're doing that thing, Ollie, where you make people work.
I
That's
know, it's
the
weird
deal.
where I make everyone contribute. That's the fucking wildest thing.
Ollie, we're powerful kindred now. We do not need to work. Okay? We
Right.
make people do things for us.
Right. Well, she's not. She's
Wait.
not. And her gratitude for you cleaning up her body was nearly non-existent.
Did you give
And when
her
I told her
the
that when she had to pay rent, she was like,
I bet he
I
used
guess
the dad
isn't
voice.
isn't Ava just gonna pay my way? And I went, that's a weird take. You're gonna have to figure that out with her.
Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to talk to her now. You're probably gonna she's gonna be gone next week because
No,
you
don't worry.
probably-
I let her know what rent was in literally every other place, and she was like, he's such a dad, and shut the door on me.
That seems about right.
Well, what are you making her pay in rent, Ollie?
I told her the same as I told Nelson, which she didn't happen to have a problem with at all. If she does nothing but sit there and soak, it's $900 a month. If she contributes 5 hours a week to community service, which is basically pouring soup for the homeless or passing out medication, she pays $450 a month. That she's not to feed on the tenants or steal their methadone. And if she does, I'll evict her or I will kill her.
Oh
Right.
my gosh.
Can Ava work 5 hours and work off the other 450? I'd love to see Ava scoop soup.
I
I'm
mean,
not
if you're really going to take her under your wing, just saying.
I'm going to take her under my wing. She's not scooping soup for 5 hours a week.
Wow, you said there was such vitriol.
I'm just saying, somebody's got to scoop the soup, Ava.
I will make, if she needs to do work, I will make her find work.
Well, you know, we need somebody to work the wine and cheesecake Factory
Maybe
we've
I'll
got.
put her
Look,
there with Nelson.
We
so
all
that
had to do our
can-
part, right? I hate to bring up the past, but I specifically remember a time when you had to eat someone.
And you know what? Not every kindred that gets brought into this world has to deal with the shit that we dealt with. Maybe we can like shield her from some of that. I don't know. She's got it hard enough as a Lasombra.
We'll
I mean-
shield her from it.
You can still show her the right way. We didn't get to where we're at right now by just getting spoon-fed. We had to kick ass all the way up, right? Tell me I'm wrong. Lie to me. Tell me I'm wrong.
No, you're not wrong.
It would
Okay.
have been easier though.
It would have been easier. I'm just saying, like, we dealt with a lot of shit. And now that I see these young, fresh, thin blood and Lasombra girl coming into this world, I just want them to have a better life. Isn't that what parenting is all about? I feel like I care about people, and this is rare.
I've never had parents, and the closest one I've ever had basically, blood bonded me and manipulated me for 10 years.
You don't really want to ask about my parents. My dad shoved my mom out a window, so that's cool.
Yeah, my dad suffocated my mom to claim insurance money.
So I think that, honestly, like we're kind of doing really well, all things considered.
Okay. Look, I hear you, Ollie, and I'm glad that you gave her the talk. I need to talk to her as well. I don't want her to think that I'm making her do all this shit and not helping her. So I want to help. I do genuinely want to help her. And if she needs to be a productive member of kindred society, then fine.
Also, she's going to need a teacher, and you can't teach her.
No, you're right.
Like you can give her the ropes, but
I mean,
she needs a
we
Lasombra
could do
teacher.
this the right way and put her through Cretius' school, and if she doesn't pass, he'll just get rid of her.
She
I
is
mean-
about that age.
That's a way to do it. But I was thinking something like a little closer to her clan.
She needs a Lasombra. Yeah.
And the only one that I know and can possibly shield some trust into is Rudy. Rudy's trying to make amends, right?
Okay, well,
And he was the
this is a good
closest thing that I had. He
start.
was my mala.
And we wanted to talk to Rudy anyways because maybe he had some information about, the stuff.
Yeah. Okay. She should probably, talk to Rudy because I don't know the first thing about any of her stuff, to be honest. I know about as much as.
Also, just as a cursory warning, as much as you want to help this girl, she said, and I quote, "I can see through her shit. Ava's just a mean girl."
I mean,
Well, she's not wrong. And that means she's a smart girl. And she
Yeah.
holds her own. And I like that about her.
She's
Actually, I like that she's smart. She has an attitude. She fends for herself. And I think she's going to be actually like a really good kindred in this world.
She
Like,
could be real tough shit.
yeah.
That's good.
So,
You're certainly going to need them. Just put her to work. Let her earn her stripes.
okay.
But that's all I really got to say about that.
I
I'm
know.
Her first 2 weeks there free. And if you decide that you want to keep her there or she wants to stay there, just her PT will report in and let me know if she's contributing. And if she's contributing, it's just $450 a month. It's literally just going to pay for methadone.
I will have to check on her in the next coming nights then.
Yeah, I'm sure she's going to reach out soon. She said I was stressful. I seem to get that a lot.
Well, you walked in on the poor girl probably and gave her all this like freaking talk. So yeah.
Ava, sweetheart, I own the building. I'm not just going to walk in on her occasion, like just because I want to drop in. I knocked on the door. I asked if I could come in. She shut it on my face. I opened the door, told her to sit down, and I gave her the spiel. That's it. I didn't beat her up. I didn't find any
Right.
blood. She looked okay.
so
Oh,
you know
good.
what? While we're talking about people moving in and out of spaces, you may find your freezer a bit emptier than usual. Artie has moved on up. We set him up with an apartment over in the blocks by the theater, and introduced him to Jackson so that he could stay purposefully in the Ventru side of things and not Brett's banana hammock.
What a horrible place to be.
Yeah, well, trust me, Brett was real close to showing Artie all up and in his business. He used his cunning wiles to convince him that he was a good guy. A good guy.
Yeah, that look, that may not be the best idea.
Well, it's
I mean,
too late
not
now.
not the Brett thing, but Snitch wanted Artie to come back.
Great. Achieved.
No, down.
Oh,
Down.
well, a snitch doesn't get to make the call. Jackson does. He's under Jackson's hands now.
Well, all right. Well, that's on him. He's playing his cards, right?
I mean,
But
look, it's either he
there's a
hung out
reason-
with Brett and became his boy toy, or he went to Jackson and had a chance.
we shall see. We'll see what happens. Remember,
Man.
Jackson wanted to see Snitch do his thing, right?
I guess we're gonna find out very, very soon. Since I've got a meeting with Snitch himself coming up.
Right. Why you have what's going on? You gonna tell him the thing?
I haven't decided yet.
Mm.
I have other business. It's not always just about Bella. I have
What
other
other
business.
business do you have with
with
Snitch?
Snitch? Snitch seems to have a similar perspective about his clan. Similar to the perspective I hold about my clan. And I was looking to maybe pick his mind about a few things. In hopes of setting up for a proper bomb drop of the fact that he was meant to be a Toreador.
I would be really careful.
Yeah, I know.
I trust Snitch about as far as I can throw the entire Walmart corporation.
That's the entire reason we should tell him.
Snitch is the kind of person that will sink a ship if it means that his clan thrives. And if he thinks that his best hopes is with a sandwich, he will let all of us die.
Great. I have a feeling that he's going to find that it's not in the Nosferatu's best interest. But we shall see. I'll feel it out. Feeling saucy about it, I'll let him know. If not, then I'll just keep the biggest secret this city's got. More people know about the sandwich than they know about Bella's little crush.
That is actually true and very weird to think about. We might be the only ones to know that.
How did we manage in one night to find the weaknesses of both the sandwich and Bella? I call that luck. Of all the shit things that have gone down the last few years, really, we came out on top. If you want to think about it, Ava didn't die. She didn't stay in goo form. And we learned some weaknesses.
Hey, while we were at Elysium, Jackson was giving me some weird eyes. Eyes of like malice or guilt when you were talking to him. What was going on? What was that about?
He's unhappy with Ava's choices.
Yes.
He feels that
wants
her
me dead.
decision made without knowledge was troublesome to the overall plan, and if we cannot keep Ava in check, we will all die by the hands of Damien, which, I could think of a lot worse hands to go out underneath, but
And that really sucks for you guys, because I'm not going to let that little kid kill me.
well, if he doesn't, Jackson might. But you know what? You don't have to worry about it because really it's on me, because if Ava gets out of hand, I have to kill Ava to alleviate the Damien problem. So,
It wouldn't be the first Heloise for Dakota to take. So I'll let you
and
do
you know
it, Dakota,
what? As
if it
fast as
comes
you're
to that.
procreating, it won't be the last either.
Oh, God. I hope not. Don't take Nelson.
I mean,
He's a good boy.
I don't like the way you said that.
Grant didn't like it either.
Oh God, it all just
He's
makes
very
me a little
jealous.
queasy. Honestly, it's kind of weird. It's all a bit too personal. That being said, I just thought maybe you'd want to know your freezer's empty. Jackson definitely has all three of our heads on a list of no fuck ups. But I'm hoping that I can make the case to Jackson when we meet up that Ava's attempt and the information she learned from having the shadow connected to her has actually given us a leg up on the bigger plan and Bella. And maybe I can convince him that it was a good thing, not a bad thing. It'll be great.
Be honest with me. You and I both know. All three of our names have always been on that list. He's just making it known now. We're his biggest gamble at the moment.
I think he's just really pissed at Ava. And because he doesn't have anybody else to blame, he has to potentially blame us. So maybe our names have moved up the list. That seems like a better analogy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
We are the loud ones, so we do come with some risk at all times. Just saying.
Ollie, you're all buddy-buddy with Snitch in like a weird kind of nemesis way. What? Who is his sire?
I don't know. I never like talking about him. In fact, most Nosferatu don't like talking about their sires.
Well, yeah, I know that's like a whole thing. Nobody likes talking about their sire, but I'm wondering here, who got the leg up on Bella? Doesn't it seem very purposeful that she had a plan and somebody one-upped her?
I saw the moment it happened in my vision, though I didn't make out the face of who it was that took Snitch. I did see him in his older attire from many, many moons ago in a city I didn't even recognize. It might not have even been Chicago. Sitting on a bench in the city, and Bella walking up, ready to take him as,
Like,
I guess.
In what universe do two kindreds cite the same kind at the same time from two very different clans and one of them, this is purposeful. It was a plan.
It could be
like somebody didn't want her to
Bella,
have him.
Bella maybe made enemies in her life many years ago, her unlife many years ago, and somebody obviously took the person she cared about before she could. But that was so many moons ago. Does it even matter at this point?
Well, it does in the grand scheme of things. I'm more interested in who would have wanted Bella. Are they still around? Are they part of the Nosferatu community, or are they long gone? And better yet, does
maybe she killed them?
Snitch know? Here's the thing. I don't care if he knows whether or not Bella's still in love with him. That's really doesn't affect Snitch too much. But he is so deeply dedicated to his clan. His identity is deeply tied to the Nosferatu.
This is true.
But that wasn't his original plan. That is not what was supposed to happen. I wonder if it might just break something in Snitch to know that he was destined to be a Toreador instead of a Nosferatu. And when he finds out by who, if it might complicate their relationship.
There's a lot about Snitch that we don't know. He's an open book other than his loyalty to his own clan. So
because he thinks nobody loves him.
I got to guess. On who his sire is.
Oh?
Yeah, it's a name I heard.
Oh?
And it's just a guess. So Snitch, he runs the Labyrinth, right? He runs a prison down there.
It's true, he does.
Said he's the keeper of it. He kept it this entire time. He's kept it since it was made.
Made?
Yeah. And I think his sire is the maker of the Labyrinth.
He sired him to keep the Labyrinth.
Yeah, it's a guess. But I heard a name, and it's like Zelios or Zelios or something like that.
Probably old enough then that he's not still around these parts.
Yeah.
No, I don't really know. Nobody really talks about, when they were particularly sired. But we know that Snitch is old.
Bella kept talking as if she had lost him. She talked about me the same way, as if there was some mistake that she made that led to his siring by a Nosferatu. That her hands were in it. She was bearing guilt like a dress. It was all over her.
He said he was gone. Like, I think he said he was dead, but he may have just actually meant he was gone. Yeah, I don't know. Either way, it's just a thought. It just kind of percolate there for a minute.
It's just interesting.
Yeah. I can't speak to the integrity of that, but what I can say is that I think Snitch was grooming me to take over.
The Labyrinth?
Yeah. Which is why he was teaching me all of his symbology, his codes.
His code.
Now I sit somewhere different, and he knows that I know most of his code, not all of it. He's still got some things that he's still hiding from me, but he feels like he is forever the warden of his prison, and I am trying to talk him out of it, because what a horrible way to live the rest of your life.
Especially when you've got somebody that loves you.
This is going to be tricky, Dakota. Just
I
tread
know.
caution.
It's why I'm very excited about it. Because Snitch doesn't know that we know. The great Snitch of all the keeper of secrets.
I'm just trying to
Doesn't
picture
know the biggest secret. Or at least I hope.
I'm trying to picture a conversation between Bella and Snitch, long lost lovers coming back together, and it's just not really.
All I need is for the two of them to
meshing in
run the
my
fuck
head.
off and leave us alone. Because if not, Bella's gonna have to die.
Hey, speaking of really hard conversations,
Oh Lord.
I need to talk to Grant. I know he's mad.
He is very mad.
So about that.
He's getting more antsy about him not being like us, Ollie. We either have to tamper that or do something about it.
So I talked to Grant about he was very upset when you were gone. And keeping him from a state of general running the streets with a shotgun in hand. We had to do some deal making. Grant he's a feisty fella. He has a bit of a want to fight in this war. I told him
You're going
that
to turn him.
only if he becomes a soldier in this life would I make him one in the next. Which really was just an excuse to keep him busy, and hopefully he'd work out and lose some weight and maybe get his cholesterol down, you know what I mean?
He hasn't started any working out.
But he hasn't taken me up on the deal. He wants an easy way in, and if we bring him in now, he is dead. And I don't mean second life dead.
But he's not. Part of the reason that I wanted to keep Grant the way that he is because he's smart and he runs. I don't need another person like you or I treading in this, because you and I have no fear. We can look this right in the face. And when we're wiped off the face of this earth, there will be no one to tell our story or to ask for help.
Don't worry. I've got a storyteller coming too. This story will be told. Whether we die at the end or not, everybody. But that being said, my interest lies in building up the gangrel community in a way that is a bit more nurturing. So if he wants to join my efforts, he has to make himself worth it in this life before I bring him over to the next. But I am happy to always have another gangrel in the clan, especially one that is smart and astute.
He's going to require a lot of nurturing.
Yeah. And to be
Because
honest, I don't even know if I can do it without turning him into a thin blood.
Yeah, I don't think either of you can, but I can.
I think the problem, right? Your idea sounds wonderful, but you're right. At our spot, we might make thin bloods. And And I know you're not the kind of person to start mass turning, but that's so close to the way that the Sabbat do it.
Oh, I only told him that so he'd get in shape and stop bothering us about going out on the street and killing people. I'm willing, and honestly, I could find somebody older to make it a reality. But the fact of the matter is, he's not going to let up on this. And if he continues at this rate, he will be a masquerade breach.
You need to get permission.
Don't worry.
I don't know who you're going to ask, but
I can get anything I want out of Bella at this point.
She can bat her eyelashes at Bella and probably get.
Did
an
you not know?
yes.
She's in love with me. Oh, 15 years of my
bond.
life,
Oh
and I
my
couldn't
God.
get anybody to fucking love me, and the Prince of fucking Chicago is all googly-eyed using me as a fucking backup. Anyways, what's up?
first and foremost, I take offense to that. Okay, because I was definitely one of those guys.
Right.
I'm not going to strong use the L word, but I had the strong L word.
And that
there.
worked out really great for us.
It was smooth as crunchy peanut butter. All right, I
Mhm. Yeah.
tried.
Yeah,
Ava's like sitting like.
Okay, our drama
Digress.
aside.
Just sipping on our
I
wine.
digress.
Yeah.
No, you can't drink wine. Sorry.
Has Haley been back around at all?
She has not shown her face.
She stopped by once.
She spoke to you, Ava.
Oh, she.
Oh,
spoke
she
to
had
me.
a
I thought
conversation
she
with
was-
you.
She didn't have
She
a
was-
conversation with me.
You
thought
were
she was
like,
a-
you can leave now.
Oh,
Now would be
yes,
the
yes, no, we
Shh.
did see her, and we spoke
She
with
did
her.
stop by once. Still not well.
And we
yeah.
told her if she wanted out, she needed to go now. And she might
She
have.
take alcohol?
She did.
I think she did.
The second time she took alcohol.
She did.
You realize she's a recovering addict too.
I can't control her life. That I
No,
did
but-
not know. But that being said, I also don't know where to find her.
I do.
Well, then
I
you
do,
might
and
want to give
that's-
her a nice little checkup. I will say I have a thought for Haley, one that would keep her safe and get her out of this bar life. Give her a chance for something. If she's down to stay in it to win it. Oh, I can't believe I'm going to say this. Baby Chorus needs a social media manager. All she's got to do is run around with the sheriff of New York City and his crew. She'd be safe. Always.
All right. Well, that's two people I got to check on.
Who's this? Oh,
I don't know if she wants to see me though.
Well, then
if
the
you want, I
question
can check.
is, who would she want to see?
I can check on her if you want. Though I don't think she'd be that thrilled to see me either.
Look, I don't have anything against her. I can always check up on her. And look,
She's
if
an
I gotta
alcoholic.
pull a bottle out of her hand, I can.
And this was an easy gig for her because she's still being stalked by a politician.
Well, don't
Mm.
fret. She doesn't have
I
to
know what
worry about
that's
being
like.
stalked if she's under the wing of the sheriff of New York City. Give her a chance to not have to
Damn
be
it.
here.
If she even wants that.
And
I
if she-
know I don't have to. I know I don't have to. But it's so hard to keep everyone safe.
It is. We've lost a lot of people.
I'm so worried that I'm going to fuck up and that I'm going to come back and Layla's just fucking killed everyone. That Grant's going to be dead. That Haley's going to be dead. That you guys are going to be dusted. And it's
Mhm.
because I decided to go left instead of right. This is just hard.
You can't control everything, Ollie. I know you want to. And it's not your fault, whatever happens.
I'm just trying to pick up pieces.
I empathize with your fear. I have people I care about. And to keep them safe, it has meant that I have to stop communicating with them. And I know you know that better than anyone.
Yeah, but it takes two, right?
Does.
If you stop communicating with someone, they still have to stop trying to communicate with you.
And if that's
And
what
before
she
you know
wants, you have to let her have it.
Before you know it, your son shows up with a gun and a vendetta. So, I don't know if we're gonna cut out so clean.
Haley.
I would, yeah.
Okay.
I would like it if you both would go.
Yeah, we'll give her.
Because she needs someone soft and she needs someone hard. And I don't know which of you are going to play the roles, but I think you both can do it.
Yeah.
I'm clearly the softie. She's carrying around a sandwich.
I guess so.
I'm the softie, right?
She did kind of. This whole conversation did spawn when she found out I blew up an orphanage. So,
yeah, about that, Ollie.
Oh man, it's just tomorrow. Can you just tell me tomorrow? Tomorrow.
No, they can't. Just get it all out of the way now.
We thought we'd let you know. So you know how Ava, killed all those kids.
Yeah, killed all the kids. Yeah.
Well, what if one of them was not killed, is still here, and he made contact with Ava?
You please tell me you said sorry a lot.
I really doubt that. Did you say you're sorry?
No, I didn't say I was sorry.
Oh my God.
So,
you had fucking horrible parents. I didn't have parents, but you had horrible parents.
Oh
Okay.
shit, they raised Zach and Ava.
Okay. Regardless of all of our parental issues, I took the opportunity to speak with Frank, to ask him for a list of all of the names of the kids that were in that orphanage. It can't be that big of a list. It wasn't that big of an orphanage. And we can at least strike a few names off of it. My hope is to track him down and figure out if he's a problem.
I'm not going to say it.
No, you better
just
say
roll
it.
with it. Come on, I'm laying down. All right,
They're
just
always
steamroll
going to
over
be a
the top of me.
problem. They're hunters. This kid could be the next Layla. Do you want that?
He's a hunter?
I mean,
You don't know.
he was raised in that environment.
You know what? Layla probably could have used.
He's a perfect prime Layla picking. So
Layla probably could have used someone saying sorry and taking responsibility.
Well, you know
I know that's a hard pill to swallow.
I might happen to know his stomping ground. Because I might happen to be stalking his younger sibling.
I think I'm gonna throw up. That's too much.
Who just happens to be the one, remember,
Why are you stalking kids? Why is this happening?
well, you know what? Ask the kid
Because
first.
they're little
He's stalking
shits.
my kid.
Oh my God, we're stalking kid stalkers. This is horrible.
Okay, I'm working on it. All I need is a name. We're going to get some information from Frank, see if we can suss the sitch. Frank said that the bombing has been covered up in terms of general news and whatnot. I'm going to suggest we remain unloud for a while. There's a lot of moving pieces. And,
that's what
yeah.
That's what you always say is to remain unloud. Okay.
Yeah. And
I'll
you
even
went and said yes to the shadow.
I'm gonna see how much it costs to get a coffin made out of magnifying glasses, and then I set up on top of the tallest building for when this is
Can
done.
you afford that?
Yes.
Oh my God. From pouring soup?
Well,
I'm not pouring soup anymore. I'm casually, getting guns, selling guns, handling drugs, getting support from the most influential Ventru in the city.
How many drugs? What kind of drugs?
Why do you need drugs?
I don't.
You needed karate classes. Why do you need drugs?
I didn't need them. Just seemed like maybe it would be fun. I didn't get to do fun things as a child, Ollie. So I thought, maybe I could use an extracurricular activity that didn't involve bothering Cretius in his classes.
Look, if you're trying to wet your whistle, we have people come through all the time. How do you think I fill the
I'm
spots
not
in the
trying
halfway
to wet
house?
my whistle. Trust me, I don't need it. I thought maybe it could be an easy way to get into this neighborhood where this orphan, I guess he's still technically an orphan even though he's grown, and get some information. Drugs speak very well to kind.
This is true.
Well, yeah. There's easy way to get drugs.
Okay. Any kind of drugs?
Pretty much.
All
And
right.
you are honestly the easiest target. You're a quick mark. You look like you're under 18, you're female, and you look harmless.
Oh,
So
precisely.
I can imagine,
Ava,
especially
this
if you
is the
wear what you're
exact plan
wearing.
I was telling you about.
This
If you
was
wear
the
what you're
plan.
wearing,
16,
they
I'm
think that you've got money.
harmless. Okay, well, I might go this route on a different day. First, I've got a little setup to do.
Well, is there anything else that you got to tell me? Because if I
Nope, that
I
was it.
really want to talk to Grant before he goes home.
That was it, I swear.
I think that was the last big thing on
Yeah.
the agenda.
I have to
Okay.
go practice my karate forms on the boat.
Okay. Will you follow up with Haley?
Yes.
Would you like us to do that tonight?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
It'll
then,
help me rest a little easier.
Just save the forms for
Yes.
tomorrow. Okay, yeah, we'll.
And like he'll scribble the address down on a
Oh,
napkin.
okay. Yep. I guess we take our grocery bags full of kidnapping gear and go check on Haley.
Good lord.
Oh, eBay.
So you make your way to Grant, who's closing up shop at this point, cleaning up the kitchens. And as you make your way out, he actually shout out to Ava and Dakota, "Hey, Red, beautiful, have a good night." And want to go on? When are you free, Ava? When's the next
Yes.
night you're free?
It's a busy week this week, Grant. We'll have to see for next week.
It just always is. It just
And my
always
chopped liver, as always. My tits are even out tonight, Grant.
is. You want me to hit on you?
God, and I slammed the door behind me.
And shortly after, that's when Ollie follows in, and he just says, "Oh, hey, boss. How was
Kinda
your
hop-
night of fancy meetings?"
Yeah. You know it is. It's just shit.
It is what it is.
Look, I'm sorry.
But what?
I'm sorry for losing my temper.
I've seen you actually lose your temper once. I wouldn't call that losing your temper.
I'm sorry for making you worry.
You should be sorry that I can't do shit about it when you go missing. Like I said, I'm like the water boy for you guys. I get a little bit sitting here and there as to what's going on, but all I know is I'm in a lot of danger. But
Look at
I
this place.
also,
Look around you.
I am looking around me.
If I die, you're the inheritor of the Lights Out pub in the building above.
You know,
You're not a water boy,
if
Grant.
you die, don't be dumb. I'll be next. You told me yourself I'm like property in their eyes. If you die, why would they let me keep going?
Because if you're property, then you have value.
To
Because
some.
if they don't look at you like property, Grant, then they look at you like food. What would you rather look like?
Can you
Valuable
guarantee that
or
I'm going to be
food?
safe if you kick it?
No, nobody can. Nobody can. If you didn't know about this world, could you guarantee that you were going to be safe? I saw the bullet holes in your body. I've seen the scars up and down your arms, the track marks. I know how close you've probably come to death several times.
And you know how close I've come to death because of this world.
I do. I do. And I promise I'm trying to do everything in my fucking power to keep you that way. And Dakota told me about a promise. or an agreement that you two got.
Yeah, I'll get around to working out eventually.
Grant, I want you to know that I didn't have the intention of stringing you along. And I'm not here just to try to make you feel like a water boy.
Please. I've worked and known you for a long time, boss. You weren't stringing me along. You're doing what you do to everybody else around here. You're trying to keep them safe.
I just don't think everybody sees that.
Yeah, well, it's because you're trying to do the impossible.
What would you do?
I don't know. I don't know what I would do. But you got to look around you now. All I ever seen you do since the moment I known you to today is desperately try to keep people safe. People you don't know from the streets. People like me who you've known forever. People like Ava. People like Dakota. People like that dude who was on your shoulder. It was real fucking gross, by the way. But it's like that helicopter parenting bullshit. The tighter you squeeze, the more they're just going to get out of your fingertips. And the moment you step away, they're going to get their freedom again. And you can't always protect them that way. So what do? I don't fucking know. I don't want to be a parent. Fuck that. I know you want to try and help them. Give them a place to stay. You can give them stuff, but you can't fucking force anybody.
No, you're right. But I was also gone. And when I came back, I was roped into an agreement that if it doesn't work out, then the higher-ups are going to kill me.
Yeah, I heard all about that. But then
How did
also
that sit with you? I imagine that didn't sit well with you.
Well, no, but also you vanished, so I was preoccupied at the moment. But it ain't like last time. I remember last time where the shadow was like dangerous and shit, and you couldn't talk around it. This time it's not that, at least, which is good.
Do we really know?
Thanks, Saito.
Do we really know if that's the case, or are we just believing that to help us sleep at night?
Listen, I don't want to pretend to know how your shit works, but apparently they both like spoke to it, confirmed it. I don't know how that shit works, man. But I don't know. I don't think they'd lie about it. They didn't lie about it last time.
No, I don't think it's a matter of them lying.
From what it sounds like, Big Bad Evil's plans ain't exactly working out as smoothly as she had hoped.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
The reason she took the shadow is because something with the other person was something. I don't.
It's convoluted. It's hokey bullshit, and it's all personal. That's what it is, though, Grant. Some of these people are hundreds or even thousands of years old, and they're carrying these petty squabbles into these. Homie, you live, 75 years tops, best 80 years if you're healthy. You walk outside a little.
You're confused by this? Listen, like, if you're not this, you only live 75 to 80 years, we're a bunch of religious monkeys throwing exploding rocks at each other. You take that and then just fucking turn it into infinity, and people are just going to do it differently.
I don't know. It just seems like bullshit to get that old to carry a personal grievance.
Yeah, no shit. What are they so fucking scared of?
I don't know. But I'm so used to everyone being so much more capable than myself.
Well, that's the thing. They are not more capable. But you can't protect people who are capable, man.
I'm not really trying to. Or I guess I'm not trying to do that much.
Nah, it ain't like it used to be. I remember when the three of you split up for a long ass time.
You know, they don't know it, but I put in a lot of work to try to make sure that people stayed off their fucking backs. And I'm not looking for a thank you. I'm not even looking for a nod. You
don't think they know? Come on.
I don't know.
Credit.
I don't know. It's so easy to get wrapped up in your own stuff.
I know.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm biting off more than I can chew.
Or you're just trying to eat off of everybody else's dinner too. You don't want to get food poisoning. Let me eat it. Is that a good metaphor? Probably not, but you get my point.
I'm just finding everybody else's elephant, Grant, and I don't want anybody else to eat it alone.
Yeah, but they don't have to eat it alone. But you don't have to be there eating it with them.
feel like it.
Yeah, see that, according to my therapist, is trauma bonding, she said.
Maybe,
Me and
Wow,
my
Chris goes
sister
to
are like
therapy.
kind of the same thing, you know?
but
We went through a lot of hell with our parents, and it led to an unhealthy relationship between the two of us. It led to a lot of fucking drugs, and it's because of you I got out of it.
yeah, and it's
You lost
look,
yourself.
somebody once told me that I need to be the kind of person that I want to have in my life. And I
You
want
s-
someone to not be afraid to look after me. And you've done an immaculate job. And that's why I'm apologizing, because you didn't need me coming off cross like that.
Everybody gets frustrated, dude. It's fine. I ain't gonna hold a grudge. I thought I lost you for a little bit. I didn't know what the fuck happened. I'm just happy you're back. But
I
listen,
thought I was lost too. Layla scares me
yeah,
Grant,
no shit. She scares the fuck out of me too.
because she doesn't think with logic.
She's just confident.
She's scary because she's not afraid to sacrifice everything.
Yeah. Real conviction.
What's horrifying to think is that if she was a kindred, she would be an absolute monster and wildly successful.
Well, ain't that how it always goes? The people who deserve to get into the roles they get don't always get them. But that makes sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you're absolutely serious about this. You wanna do this. You wanna be a kindred.
I think the answer is yes, but I'd like to talk to you about it more, but not right now.
That's
Not right
fine.
now.
I
You,
if you're absolutely serious about it, I will help go to bat for you.
well, I'm speechless, boss. Thank you. That's nice to know that it's like I have that on the table now.
I can't just do it, right?
No,
Like
I
if
know.
I just do it and anybody finds out, they'll kill me and you.
Yeah, I don't want that.
That
Can
would be
Ava do it?
bad.
Can Ava do it? I'd love it if Ava did it.
I don't I think she's got her eyes elsewhere, but
Fair,
I
fair,
really
fair.
if I'm being totally honest, I think that Dakota is looking for more people in her corner.
Sure. Yeah, yeah. Her little her clan thing. She talks about it a lot.
She's trying to grow a clan. And I don't blame her, man. There's not a lot of them. They've been pushed out. And to be frank, man, you'd probably make a badass gangrel.
Well, I still get to walk quiet, or does that go away?
That'll go away.
Thank fucking God.
You want to walk loud?
I just want to anything other than that.
Well, you'll get a lot of new stuff. You can still do that, but there's a lot of rules about blood stuff. It's not that important.
Now, can we just talk about the actual problem?
What's that?
The reason you are the way you goddamn are. You're just avoiding talking about it. You always do. Ever since you lost him, Rowan, you got a tighter grip on shit. You almost had a breakthrough there. My therapist would be proud. You lost him. Yeah, I get it. It reminds me when I lost my little brother. You didn't know. You panic. But that's what led me and my sister to, well, fucking heroin. We couldn't fucking bear the pain anymore.
Did you kill him?
No.
Was it your fault?
Maybe out of negligence, but no, not on purpose. I don't
It was my fault. And it was on purpose. It was my knee and his neck that caused the snap.
What was your other choice?
To keep fighting.
And do what? Kidnap him a fourth time?
The same thing
Interrogate him a fourth time?
the same thing that I would continue doing here with Haley, with you, with Ava, with Dakota.
Okay. It's your fucking fault. You killed him. He's gone because of your need, your actions, and your decision.
That's right.
Bear that weight. You can't fix that.
I am. This is why I understand and empathize with your pain, but we are not the same. Grant.
No, of course we're not the same. But
He
you're
was
still
my
doing human shit.
he was my child.
Oh, I know.
I brought him into this world, a baby. I can't do that anymore.
And someone took him away from you and killed him first.
This is why you got to know the world that you're getting into. If you are persistent about this climb, your sister, your brother that works for Ballard, your nieces and nephews, they are all on the block. Is that worth it? I can recognize what I've done to myself.
You don't think they would do that to me already?
No, not yet. Because you're not a kindred. You can't hold a 1,000-year grudge.
But if you die, and then I die, who's looking out for my family now?
Their parents. Your niece and nephew gets watched out by your brother, your sister. You said she was your older sister.
You don't think I support them monetarily?
I don't know.
I know. Because you told me to keep certain things secret, so I have. But if that's the case, then that's the case. Let's just be happy that you and I are, it's on the table. It's a step. We can have long, deep talks about it in the coming days. It's not something I want to do now.
Yeah, but I'd like to in the coming days.
I do too, I would.
Because I really do wish that someone would have talked to me about what I was getting into.
Yeah.
And like they haven't told you about it. But Ava and Dakota, they didn't get choices either. They were just brought into, we were flung. I was literally picked up off of a block. I got out of a boxing match, and then a guy with a face like mine grabbed me. Can you imagine what that's like? I'm 6 foot, damn near 6'6". I'm 300 plus pounds, and a man your size picks me up and cradles me like an infant, drags me into an alley, beats the fuck out of me, and then turns me into this.
Weird.
Yeah. It's real grounding, to be honest. But Ava and Dakota's story, they're going to be a little different, but they also didn't get options. So, yeah, I want to talk to you. And I hope that you talk to them about their experience, because they're at least going to give you some warnings and some things to watch out for. You know what I mean?
I hear you, boss. I do. I don't know, I ain't one to guess at to what the fuck's going on. It seems like you guys got so much in common.
Hey, that's trauma bonding for you.
That's what she would say.
Hmm.
But is that fair for everybody? That everybody just get picked up off the street without knowing?
Well, it's different for everyone. One of these days, I'll give you the full skinny of what it was actually like. I was prodigal.
What makes you all so fucking special? Ava
Man, that's
is
a story. That's a whole ass story.
I'm not special.
No.
We're the special sauce for the sandwich.
Weird people to take a gamble on, if you ask me.
It's people that are easy enough to forget.
No.
Also easy
Not
enough
anymore,
to lose.
Mr. Getting summoned to important meetings guy and two girls.
I stood in the corner while everyone gawked at them.
Doesn't mean you're not known.
You know what they call my clan, Grant? They call us sewer rats.
That's like a cool gang name.
I mean, no, it's not. No gang would ever be excited to be called sewer rats.
I don't know. I feel like Dakota might like it.
I really don't think that she would like being a sewer rat.
Listen, she likes baby chorus. Her taste is suspect.
That's fair. That's fair. Maybe it's baby chorus. Maybe it's just Damien. Look, don't tell her I said it, but like, I'm a little jealous of that kid.
I Tall, dark, and handsome, silent type.
I know.
Sweeps her off her feet.
I know.
I keep trying to do that to Ava. It just keeps not working.
Yeah, see, if you really want Ava's attention, you can't be part of any of our clans. You need to go to a different one.
Damn it.
I'd tell you about it, but they're largely hated by literally everyone, including themselves.
Why does that just seem like everybody in this goddamn life? What is, you are all miserable fucks and you have superpowers and can live forever.
That's right. That's right. It's like these are the days of our lives, but we're all miserable, superpowered fucks. That's
That's
right.
insane.
Yes.
Well, the night's getting, I gotta close things down, but I did want to let you know about something before I go.
Sure. What's up?
Certain someone came looking for you.
Okay.
I don't want you to like get sad, but it's Jules. I thought you said her brain was fiddled with, but I got a call at the store.
She
Cool.
came
I'll take
here.
that as no. You know what? No, I got a phone call. She didn't show up here. She told me to tell you that she remembered some weird things.
How did she?
But I don't fucking know how. What? I answered the phone, and you told me her brain got fiddled with. So, hey, just to let you know. Anyway, have a good night. Sorry to make it. Maybe I should have held that till tomorrow, huh?
I need to go lie down, Grant.
Yeah. If you want,
What?
you want to cuddle, man, maybe not. No, you know what? Have a good night. You'd probably be cold anyway. Bye. And he just like quickly grabs his jacket, throws it on, walking out the door. But we stay inside as we see this jaw-dropped, befuddled look on Ollie's face. Before
How do I handle a fury frenzy?
get a roll, frenzy check.
Oh, Lordy.
It would be relatively low difficulty. Is there a frenzy? There's a frenzy button on the character sheets now, right?
Yes,
There is.
resist frenzy.
Yeah.
My cat's in a
gosh.
cone.
Your cat is so cute.
Look at her in a cone.
That's
You
adorable.
critically succeed.
Ooh.
You're fine.
Okay.
You could feel it rise. You could feel the beast rouse, the anger boil in your blood. That moment when everybody gets so angry, you almost lose vision. Everything gets blurry. You can feel your body shaking. While there's no language between you and the serpent that coils within, it could easily take over now and it would feel good. But it would be dangerous. In that moment, and when everything goes silent, we see Ollie just blink. And we know he's held back the worst of it. Do we see him grab his things and head out the front door?
I don't
Or
know.
we see he stands there
I
befuddled,
really have no idea.
and in that confusion, while the rage slowly settles, we cut to black. We'll be back next week, everybody.
No, we won't.
With the
Next week is
no,
PAX
no,
East.
week after we'll be able to.
Yeah. So, yeah.
PAX East is
PAX
next
East
week.
is next week, and sorry, everybody. We're off for the week. That includes the podcast and the show.
I'll let you know if there may be something with me and Josh. We will let you know. I'll talk to Josh about it.
I'm not.
We gotta go do an
involved
after
in
show.
Nelson antics.
I
will get this.
we gotta go do an after show.
I is
Thank you so
broken
much.
now. Okay. All right, everybody. We'll see you. Go
Yeah.
hit the links. The
You know
stuff.
where we are. Go
Yeah.
find
Here's a
us.
Discord if you need to go yell at somebody like Mathis. There's a link for that. We appreciate all the tips. Was it Saito bar for not Haley.
No.
Oh my
Jules?
God, Jules.
No, that was planned. The Saito bar thing is that'll be stashed. I know what it's for, but we're just not
Oh,
ready yet.
you're simmering on it. Okay.
We're close to it. Let's put it that way. Today was
Oh,
a big
boy.
catch-up day for Ollie, though.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll see
right.
you in 2 weeks, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.